Is MJTV on right now? Are we good? Hey, Andrew, turn your microphone on. Yeah, so Andrew's all out of sorts. Andrew's all pissed off and spitting thumbtacks this morning.
What's happening?
Because they did something with the computer monitor in the producer's booth, and they replaced the computer monitor, which shouldn't have effect on the actual computer itself, but none of the audio works. So where he grabs audio for the show on that computer so we can play it on the air.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the audio's not working, so he's got to run down the hall to another production room. Yes, Andrew.
Yeah, I tried to reboot the computer.
Yeah.
Went into the rec room, couldn't find the machine, couldn't find the computer. They moved it.
Oh, my God.
So I finally did find it, but rebooting it didn't help.
Okay, so you tried to reboot your computer. It still doesn't work. You don't get audio out of that computer.
Okay.
So you have to get our audio for the show because, we play sound bites, and I've got, little clips that we play. And Andrew does it in the booth, which is right behind Fester, right in front of me through the glass, and now that's not working. So did you miss the opening moments of the MJ Morning Show on YouTube, on MJTV?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
How many seconds of the show did you miss? I mean,
I don't know when it started.
Well, I saw you run in there.
Probably the first 30 seconds.
Oh, well, anyway, I don't think it was the most compelling content that we missed.
No. That was the segment we were going to send in for our Marconi Award.
Oh, yeah.
That was the chunk, Andrew. You missed the best stuff we've ever done.
Oh, I know what I was saying, that right now, 43 degrees in St. Pete, and about the same when I left my home in South Tampa. I mean, just across the other side of the water. And you can expect, as usual, it actually will get colder just before the sun comes up. So they're saying it's not out of the question that where I am in South Tampa, that it could actually dip into the high 30s before the sun comes up.
It's always coldest just before the dawn.
Oh, you know who's in trouble? Or you know who's getting a bunch of skewering?
Who?
David Muir.
The anchor?
No, the center fielder.
I don't even know what network he's on. I know he's not on NBC.
No, he's on ABC.
Okay.
Yeah, David Muir, World News Tonight. From ABC News World Headquarters in New York, this is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir. Yeah, that thing right there. Oh my, if that guy gets laryngitis that does that, I could probably fill in for him because I just said all that. Yeah. What do you think? Can I fill in for that dude?
I can't do it today. Call MJ.
From ABC News World Headquarters. So David Muir is getting barbecued.
Why?
Well, we'll get into that. Well, coverage of the L.A. fires. The L.A. fires, that's a whole different thing. You ought to see, I've got like 25 pages here, 35 pages, all the celebrities affected by the L.A. area fires. And I'll tell you what, seeing some of the video, it is unfreaking believable.
Awful.
Places that I would drive through because I lived in Los Angeles in part of 89, 90, and 91. So I was there for about 2 years. And, I mean, going down Sunset Boulevard through Pacific Palisades, to get to, the PCH, Pacific Coast Highway. I mean, places that I know well are just burned to the ground.
Yeah.
I have a whole celebrity list, all the celebrities. I'm sure there are many more, but I have a list of celebrities that have been affected. And there are well-known celebrities whose houses were just burned to the ground, gone, or celebrity evacuations. So we'll get into that later on. But the L.A. fires are just as devastating as you can imagine. I mean, like nuclear Armageddon.
Is it still 0% contained?
Yeah.
I was watching it last night.
Yeah. You've got a whole multitude of fires. To the best of my recollection, you've got like 5 different fires that are burning, and these fires are like 0% contained. You hear on the news, the fires are 40% contained, 60% contained. These fires are like 0.
Not these, yeah.
And now they're moving to further evacuations. Now the Hollywood Hills, near the Hollywood sign.
That's gonna burn down. How dry is that sign?
What if the Hollywood sign burns to the ground? Anyway, we'll get into that later on. It's a busy show. And what I want to know is it's 43 freaking degrees outside, and why is this studio hot as butt crack in here?
This studio is awful.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's so warm
it's
in here.
unbelievable. What's going on in here?
Then if we crack the door, the hallway is cool.
Hallway's cool. The studio, I'm telling you, it's like there's a fire burning constantly. It's like a Pennsylvania coal mine that's been on fire for 75 years. It's like that's what's underneath our floor or something. My God. Oh, hey, you got to go to my IG real quick.
Okay.
Hey, for the early crowd.
Oh, no. I'm just looking at the still image.
Oh, yeah.
And I know what that is.
Go to Certified MJ Radio. All right, bring this up. Bring the video up. Bring the audio up. And let me just play a little bit of this. Here we go.
God, what the living F is this? You gotta be kidding me. This thing, mattresses, box springs, a couch? Are you freaking kidding me? It's all wobbling all over the place? Holy crap! Are you kidding me?
Oh, my God.
All right, describe what you just saw.
Okay, so I saw a silver SUV.
Is that like a Highlander or a
Yeah.
4Runner?
It looks like a Toyota product, yeah.
Is that it, right?
And like an entire living room and bedroom straps.
Stacked to the roof.
It looks like there's a couple of are those bungee cords or ratchet straps or something
on the roof.
To the roof rack.
Yeah, what is it? I see, are there 2 mattresses, a box spring, and then a couch on top, all balanced on top of each other?
I've never seen a couch balanced like that.
Look at the wobble. Do you see the thing wobbling back and forth?
Well, I mean, it's blowing back and forth, but it looks like here's the box spring, here's the mattress, then the box spring, and then
another mattress or something.
And then
a brown, like, velour couch.
A lovely couch.
Oh,
the couch looks comfortable.
Oh, okay, fine. Folks, this was on the Gandy Bridge yesterday. I went home on the Gandy because I had to run an errand near downtown. So I took the Gandy. It was just a better move for me to take the Gandy.
Okay.
And as I'm going over the Gandy Bridge yesterday, after the end of the MJ Morning Show, there's this SUV with all of this furniture and mattresses stacked on top of each other on the roof, strapped down with some, like, flimsy straps. And look at the thing. It's wobbling back and forth. What could possibly go wrong? You got to take a look at this thing. I'll get into this in more depth later on. But if early crowd listening to the MJ Morning Show, go to my Instagram and take a look at this video. It is unbelievable. My Instagram is Certified MJ Radio. Leave a comment. If you don't follow me on Instagram, this is a great time to follow me to get great ass clown content like this. Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio on Instagram. Why do you have a puzzled, bewildered look on your face?
I mean, I wish we would have flagged the guy down and gotten the whole story. Was he evicted? Is he moving to a new apartment?
And then also, is the back window of the SUV all smashed out? Because I don't see a window there on the back of the SUV.
So I think one of the features of the Toyota SUV is the back window goes up and down.
But I don't see.
It goes down.
Oh, it goes down?
Think
okay,
so.
I don't know. All right.
Yeah.
6:10, just getting rolling. A busy Thursday morning here on the MJ Morning Show. Back in minutes. Traffic's on here, Shriner. 104.7 FM. It is MJ along with Fester, Andrew the producer. It is a Thursday morning. It is a little chilly by Florida, standards this morning. Let's see, we were at 43. Let me see if it's continuing to dip. No, I'm still at 43. We're in St. Pete near 4th and Gandy. About 43 when I left my house in South Tampa this morning, and it'll get a little colder. Just typically, that it gets a little colder just before the sun goes up. So it's not out of the question that, using Tampa as an example, that Tampa could get into the upper 30s. 38, 39 before it all is said and done.
Very exciting.
Hey, already like 1,000 views on the Beverly Hillbillies SUV on the Gandy Bridge yesterday morning.
Really unbelievable.
Yeah, this is crazy. So, hey, thanks to the new followers because, in the opening segment, I'm like, hey, you got to check my Instagram. You got to see all this crap balanced on the roof of an SUV. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? 2 mattresses, box spring, a couch, all balanced on the roof of looks like a Toyota SUV, like strapped down, but it's all wobbling all over the place. And with the wind and them, driving 60 miles an hour and things swaying and wobbling, I mean, I passed them as quickly as I could.
Yeah, no kidding. You don't want to be behind this guy.
After I got the video from my Instagram. And
attaboy.
So I don't know if the damn thing, snapped and somebody got a windshield full of couch, Yeah. You got to see, folks, if you're listening right now and you can safely do it, if not, just wait, go to my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio, and take a look at this ass clown with mattresses, box spring, couch, all on the top of the SUV's roof. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's a holy crap. What could possibly go wrong? Anyway, on my Instagram right now, Certified MJ Radio. If you don't follow me, give me a follow because you'll get great content like this. Oh, and then peruse all my other stuff. There's a lot of good crap on my Instagram. And if you follow me and you don't like it, then ditch my butt and then unfollow me if you don't like my stuff.
I mean, there's a money-back guarantee with his Instagram.
Yeah, it's Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. Leave a comment. Look at the video. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this guy just tooling down the road with all this furniture balanced on the roof of his freaking SUV. Certified MJ Radio on Instagram. Hey, I teased a moment ago. Everyone loves a good stripper gone crazy story.
I mean, I appreciate him.
Oh, yeah. Youngstown, Ohio.
I think of really choice strippers.
Oh,
Youngstown,
yeah.
Ohio.
Some hot talent there.
Yes.
Yep.
It's like the minor leagues for the big leagues. I mean, all the young budding superstars in the industry.
It's like the AAA.
Yeah.
Before they get to like the Mons Venus and the 2001 Space Odyssey thing.
Youngstown.
Before they get to the spaceship on Dale Mabry, they do some time in Youngstown.
Isn't Youngstown a dump? Isn't it like a really awful
Youngstown is famous for floods. Is that the Ohio River or whatever? I mean, Youngstown has had like a series of floods.
Okay.
Yeah, see if the Ohio River goes near there.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Or is that the Monongahela? What is that?
That's the Monongahela?
I don't know. I don't know. Who the heck knows? Anyway, so Youngstown, doesn't that kind of butt up against Pennsylvania?
Mahoning?
I don't know. I mean, it's something with an M. It's some river with an M.
I think it's like more in the middle of the...
Anyway, is it near Pennsylvania?
Yeah, it's right on the border. Yeah, it's Pittsburgh, yeah.
So, listen to this. Out of Youngstown, Ohio, reports said that a woman who was stripping Wednesday, and this is last Wednesday, and dancing on tables at a South Side bar, spit blood in the face of 3 city police officers.
Oh, God.
My God. Jaleesa Williams, 33, is charged with felonious assault, a second-degree felony, harassment by an inmate. Like, what? Wait a minute. What does that mean? Harassment by an inmate?
She must have done something.
She's in a bar. She's in a strip bar or something. So harassment by an inmate, I'm trying to figure out that charge, which is a 5th-degree felony, and misdemeanor charges of disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, failure to disclose information, and public indecency. So it's unclear when she's actually going to be arraigned, but she was taken to local hospital to be examined after she was arrested by police. Reports said that 2 officers responded to a 911 call by a bar employee saying that a woman, later identified as Williams, was dancing on tables and taking her clothes off and refusing to leave.
Okay, so this isn't
It's not. I don't think it's a strip club per se.
Oh, by the way, you set it up. I thought it was like, like a strip club.
Well, this is a bar and the woman's stripping. So I don't know if it was like, I don't know if this is, I don't think it's an actual strip club, but I'm calling her a stripper. I mean, she's stripping her clothes off and she's like jumping on tables nude. So she wouldn't leave. Cops arrived after the bar called 911 and they found Williams, who appeared to be very drunk.
Yeah.
And told her she could leave on her own or they would watch the bar's surveillance videos of her her conduct, so they would know what to charge her with. So it sounds like the cops tried to play nice and say, hey, you can leave right now, just get out of here and let bygones be bygones, or we can watch the surveillance video. If you don't want to leave, then we're going to start racking up some charges on you. So Williams told police, watch the videos.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wrong answer. Wrong answer.
She had a chance to leave.
When an officer went to the bar office to watch the surveillance videos, this woman, Williams, chased after him. When the other officer tried to stop her, she punched that officer in the face.
That's not good.
Both officers then tackled her, took her to the ground inside the bar to try to control her. 2 officers then tried to take her to a cruiser outside, but she pushed away from them and then spit blood and saliva in both of their faces.
Where'd the blood come from?
My God, maybe she's got like some gum issues.
You know what? I mean, bleeding gums is a serious issue.
A 3rd officer then shows up along with an ambulance, and they wanted to try to put her inside a spit mask. You know the spit masks they put on people that just spit?
Yeah.
You've seen it on like episodes of Cops.
It almost looks like they're arresting a beekeeper.
Yeah, it's like a beekeeper mask,
Yes.
and it contains the spit. So they try to put a spit mask on her so they could transport her to this local hospital. The first 2 officers distract her while a 3rd tried to put the mask on from behind. But she was able to whip around and then spit blood and spit into that officer's face.
It's like a modern-day Medusa or something, just spitting blood.
We've got 3 cops that had their faces spat upon with blood and saliva. My God, police were able to finally get the spit mask on Williams. She's taken to the hospital. I'm sure she's been booked by now. Officers were also treated at the hospital. They were decontaminated because of this stripping woman's spit and blood.
Yeah, they would have to be.
Yeah, and maybe I should have classified her as a stripper. I mean, she did strip. She was stripping and dancing naked and jumping from table to table.
A bar patron who's getting out of hand.
But you know what? I'm thinking maybe she is a stripper. I don't know.
She certainly has some gum issues.
Yeah, reports
she certainly needs some dental attention.
Or so maybe she bit her tongue. I don't know. Reports said that police watched the bar's video system and they could see Williams dancing on people, clothes off, stripping, throwing clothes, and people were trying to get away from her as she was taking her clothes off. And then on video, totally captured, you could see her punching the officer in the face and all. So, man, this is some good evidence for prosecutors to use against her.
Oh, no.
I don't know. Should I have not classified as nothing like a good stripper story? I mean, she did strip.
I mean, I don't know if I would have given her the compliment as painting her as a professional.
Wow. Unbelievable. 6:31 at the MJ Morning Show. Hey, that was just an hors d'oeuvre. That was just an appetizer warm-up because we get into the actual real morons in the news coming up next. Everybody's favorite feature, Morons in the News, next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Hey. National Day of Mourning for Jimmy Carter. So he just went he went way too soon.
Yeah, I was pulling from 125.
I was hoping he'd get to at least 110.
Yeah, President Carter.
I was at his inauguration.
At 1977.
1977.
Yeah,
I was, and that's an interesting story. My cousin got an invitation. My cousin, who's like 2 months older than me, she was 11 as well, got an invitation, and they lived in, you know what, I'll get into the story later on. So, national, so you get stock market's closed, post office is closed. I think most banks will be open. It's not a requirement. So I'm guessing the most banks will be open today, but it is a national day of mourning for Jimmy Carter. All right, let's do the early morons in the news. This guy's a total clod, and he's going to be incarcerated for a while. You got a Florida teenager here in the state. This is down in South Florida where this occurred. A Florida judge has sentenced this young man to 12 and a half years in prison for killing 6 people while driving 151 miles per hour.
That doesn't sound like a lot of time when you kill 6 people.
Noah Galley was just 17 years old when he slammed into the back of a vehicle with 6 people inside. This was on State Road 7 down in Delray Beach. I know exactly where that is. I've got a bunch of relatives buried in a cemetery right near there.
All right.
Yeah.
Great.
That's where they ought to bury Jimmy Carter as well. Yeah, according to a probable cause affidavit, this kid, 17 years old, was driving a 2019 BMW M5. Daddy's car at speeds up to 151 miles an hour.
This kid's an idiot.
Yeah, the occupants were in a Nissan Rogue, and they were leaving a farm. They got onto State Road 7 down in Delray, and he slams into the back of the road, the Nissan Rogue, which flung the car off the road, flipped, came to a final rest upside down, and 6 victims were inside who all expired.
That's terrible.
Kid had slurred speech when the paramedics arrived, reeked of alcohol.
This sounds like a life sentence. How is he getting 12 years?
6 counts of vehicular homicide, facing up to 15 years in prison for each count, meaning that he could have served and been sentenced to 90 years in prison.
And they didn't give him 90 years?
Yeah. I don't understand this.
This is a terrible judge.
Yeah. So detectives found that this particular incident was not his first time.
A drunk 17-year-old eliminated a family.
They found a Tick Schmuck video, and also Instagram pages, which showed video of him blazing down highways and streets.
All right.
In this vehicle. Yeah. One video, which was posted on TikTok just 2 weeks before the accident that killed the 6 farm workers, it showed him speeding down I-95, and he offered a $25 prize to anyone who could guess how fast he was driving. Yeah, his Instagram handle was M5Noah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, pleaded guilty to 6 counts of vehicular homicide with an agreed-upon prison sentence of 12 and a half years. That's it? So, like 2 years per victim, which is way too low. 12 and a half years? So this kid, 17 when it happened, he's 18 now, I would imagine.
I've got all kinds of problems with this.
So he's going to be out when he's 30, kill 6 people? This kid they should have thrown the book at him. He should have been in prison for 90 years, the maximum sentence here. My God, yeah, who was his defense attorney? Well, the M5 is an expensive car, so, obviously he comes from a pretty wealthy family. Yeah, he's got to report to the Florida Department of Corrections on February 3rd. So he's got, 3 weeks of freedom left?
So he's sitting at home?
Yeah, but 12 and a half years? That's not enough. I agree.
Yeah.
I can't believe a judge went for this. I got a problem with this.
Yeah, I got a lot of problems with this.
Let me tell you what else I have a problem with. Showing up with a toy monkey with dynamite strapped to his back at the airport. Yes, yes, you heard me right.
I have a bigger problem with dynamite monkeys than I do this crazy Noah kid.
All right, so no, it wasn't real dynamite.
Oh, okay, all right.
You know that old monkey toy where the hands clap together with the cymbals?
Yeah.
Can you really buy one of those things?
I mean, you can.
You know what? I think we talked about that a couple of years ago, and you found them on Amazon, right?
Yeah, they make them.
Yeah, clapping toy monkey. There you go. Yeah, funky monkey with cymbals.
Yeah, here's one for $15.
Yeah, there you go. Go ahead, on Amazon.
I'm sorry, that's a Christmas ornament.
That's not a real one?
The mechanical doll is $150.
Get out of here. Go to Amazon.
I mean, off this
No, you're on Google. Let me go to my Amazon app. Hold on a sec. Yeah, apparently Andrew says that this monkey clapping cymbal toy has been around since 1932.
I remember a picture, I think, of Ronald Reagan holding one for some reason.
No, that was a movie he was in, Bedtime for Bonzo. Yeah, clapping monkey toy. Hey, I'm on my Amazon app right now. Clapping monkey toy. It's got to be $20. Hold on a sec. I'm on Amazon. 29. Nah, that's not it. Hold on a minute. Oh, that's a Christmas ornament. That's what you found. You know what? Maybe they don't make this toy anymore.
So here's one on eBay for $90.
All right, so these are all old ones, apparently. I guess you can't buy this thing new.
Here you go. Cymbal playing monkey.
Yeah.
Off of the Amazon website.
All right.
$66.
All right, 6. Anyway, so imagine one of those clapping monkey toys, And a lot of times they had like an old 1930s or 1940s, like a bellhop hat on. You know what I'm talking about?
Like the street performer monkeys.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
but or like the fez. So a lot of these clapping monkeys with the cymbals that go. There's like a fez, like one of those like bellhop, or what like the Shriner kind of hat on top.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Right. So there's a toy that looks like the sitting monkey with the hat on, and the monkey has 3 sticks of dynamite strapped to his back with fuses coming out. And somebody tried to bring this through a TSA checkpoint at Boston Logan.
Not good, man.
What the hell are you trying to do?
Well, it's not real dynamite.
A checked a bag at Boston Logan during a bag check. Yeah, they find the monkey bomb. It's that monkey and had 3 the toy. What? Where do you buy this? Look for monkey toy with dynamite. See who the hell sells this thing? Oh, okay. It might be called the Call of Duty monkey bomb. Type that in. Type in Call of Duty monkey bomb. Can you go to Walmart toy department and buy this thing?
It seems very specific. I mean, here's a toy keychain of it.
Is this thing a known item? Is there something called a Call of Duty? Does this have anything to do with the video game Call of Duty?
Well, yeah, MJ. I mean,
is the monkey bomb? Is this something that's in the video game Call of Duty?
I mean, it must be. It's a pretty swift deduction on your part.
My God. So this thing was found on January 3rd. Monkey, and it had an improvised explosive device on the back of the monkey was actually a Call of Duty monkey bomb cable guy controller holder.
So,
what?
Okay.
What the hell? What am I saying?
Okay, so
what is this?
Here's an image from the video game Call of Duty World at War.
All right.
And there's a image of the game where they approach a monkey with a bomb, playing the cymbals
with the monkey with bomb on its back.
So there's a company that manufactured this toy,
a little toy or statue, or whatever,
with maybe a place to put your remote control holder for nerds and video gamers to be the customer.
The Massachusetts State Police, which they run the police operations at Boston Logan Airport, they brought in the explosives team and confirmed that it was just a toy.
Yeah, they don't know.
Well, no, you can look at it. You can see they're not. You can see it's a toy. It's a plastic toy. It's not like real dynamite.
Call the dogs.
Anyway, probably not a good idea to have this in carry-on or check luggage or whatever. Probably a good idea that you don't have anything. Listen, they don't let a kid bring a little plastic water gun on an airplane. You can't bring a super soaker. I mean, you can check it, but you can't carry on a super soaker, anything that looks like a gun. They give people crap with little gun keychains. You know what I'm talking? We've heard of this before.
Absolutely.
Holy crap. Just listen, before you go to the airport, make sure you don't have a real gun that's like tucked in your purse or your carry-on bag that you forgot about. And then just make sure, just kind of go through a little mental checklist and make sure you don't have anything that's going to trigger a problem with TSA, whether you're checking the bag or whether, because, they scan all the check luggage these days. After 9/11, there was a timeline, whereas all under the airplane check bags were screened as well for explosives or, anything dangerous. And I want to say that went into effect like 10, 15 years ago, that we hit a deadline that all check bags are also screened. And that's why sometimes you'll find in your luggage that little
it seems like it's been longer than that. 15 years ago was 2009.
Yeah, you know what? I think it was
2010.
Yeah, it was sort of late. It was sometime after 9/11 that the mandate went into effect that you got to screen all checked baggage. And then sometimes you ever get the little slip, the little white card that says, "Hey, this has been inspected by TSA."
Yes, I got it one time. I was trying to smuggle something home.
Whenever I have traveled with my scuba gear, a lot of times my scuba gear gets screened. even though it's like checked luggage. All right, 6:52 at the MJ Morning Show. And man, I still have more morons. I might have to do a second dose a little bit later on. The world famous 7 o'clock hour starts next. You heard the bad Girl Scout news?
What happened?
That you're going to be devastated. Oh, also, you know what? You have a bereavement situation. Somebody dies. You got a funeral. Do you really need HR climbing all over your ass? Yeah, I got something obnoxious regarding HR. And then also, are you in good shape, bad shape? What's the most important thing? If you want to have a productive, healthy, long life, what is more important? I'm gonna give you a this or that regarding your health.
Okay.
And we'll get to that next. So anyway, we're loaded up, and then we start the 7 o'clock hour in minutes, and of course. At 7:25, we're going to start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ, and that is just minutes away here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hey. You got a problem with that one? You don't like the red dye number 3 joke? Fester's giving me crap. He was like, who writes this crap? I wrote that.
Okay, well, that's the answer.
Recently, we had a story, and it was national news about now red dye number 3. Remember, this is like before Christmas.
I recall,
yes. Go look up. Yeah, so we just ran this little... Andrew, can you play that again? Bring up the red dye number 3, and Fester is like rolling his eyes.
I didn't roll my eyes.
I put in a whole bunch of new little MJ Morning Show little promo sweepers, when we come out of commercial breaks. I'm sorry if everyone doesn't meet your comedic level of approval.
No, I didn't say that. I just asked who writes this crap. And
I'm like, I wrote that.
Okay, and you wrote it. Okay.
I write these things.
Fine.
You don't like the new batches? Do you have it, Andrew? All right, here it is. So Fester's complaining about this. Hit it. Go.
For your safety, now transmitting without red dye number 3. This is the MJ Morning Show on 104.7 FM, Q105.
All right, so Fester's rolling his eye. Who writes this crap? I wrote that.
Okay, great. we don't contain a red
Look
dye.
here. This was 3 weeks ago. This is like before Christmas time. I think we did this before we went on Christmas break. Red dye number 3 could be banned in coming weeks. The Food and Drug Administration is weighing a ban on the artificial food coloring red dye number 3. Remember back when I was a kid in the mid-'70s, they banned red dye number 2. That's why I think the red M&M disappeared for years.
It was gone for a long time because of that.
The red M&M, gone. Tell you what, you write better stuff. I tell you, you know what? I'm issuing a challenge to you. You think you can come up with better after-commercial little promo sweepers? You write them and just submit them and have them done and just surprise me. No, wait, seriously.
I don't know that I can be funnier than red dye number 3.
You write 4 of those. Listen.
I would rather,
dude.
I would rather have nothing. I'd rather have a monkey farting than have red dye number 3.
All right, I'll tell you what.
My first one's going to be a monkey tooting.
Here, listen. This is what I'm telling you to do. All right? You write 4 new little MJ Morning Show little promotional sweepers that we run out of commercials. Write 4 of them. You give them to Rick, our operations guy, so he can have our voiceover dude, the guy that sounds like this, Q105. You give those to Rick, have them produced, and then you just surprise me with them.
I'm not looking to pick a fight with everybody because I have issues with the voiceover guy, too.
I'm telling you. Do you hear me?
I hear you.
I want you to write, seriously now. Let's get this done by, today's Thursday, by next week. By early next week, you write 4 new MJ Morning Show sweepers, and don't tell me anything. You go to Rick, tell him, here's the deal.
You're taking this awfully personally for your hysterical joke about red dye number 3.
Listen, you think you can do better than me? Then you write 4 new sweepers, get them to Rick, voiceover guy will cut them, they'll get produced by the production folks,
great,
and then we'll debut them next week, and let's see how, let's see how great Fester sweepers are. The challenge is on.
Hold on. I don't think sweepers should be a point of great comedy. However, I just asked who writes this crap. That's all I said. I didn't think I was
guess what? You're writing this crap. You're going to write 4 of them. And then we'll present them on the MJ Morning Show.
Fantastic.
Done deal. Next week, the challenge is on.
It's not a challenge because the barometer is red dye number 3.
Well, go ahead. Then let's see what you got.
Fine.
Okay, tough guy.
Yeah.
Okay, pork boy. Let's go. Let's let it roll.
Did you call me pork boy?
I don't know what I called you. I'm angry. I'm saying things. I have no idea what I'm saying now.
Yeah. Pork boy's funnier than red dye number 3. Back to the morning show with MJ and Pork Boy. That's better. Here, that's my first one. That's my first one.
Get that one done. Write it up. And have him put a pig snort in there. The MJ Morning Show with MJ and Pork Boy. Fantastic.
All right.
Hey, Pork Boy, guess what? Are you upset about the Girl Scout cookies that are going away?
I don't know what's going away. I don't know about the Girl Scout cookies.
I saw this earlier in the week, and it's in my pile. We ought to just get to this. There's like a flavor. I never knew this thing existed.
Which one?
Well, I knew that s'mores existed. The Girl Scouts are 86ing s'mores. The Girl Scouts, you're telling me what, the s'mores didn't sell? Because, listen, if you got a big seller, I don't think the Girl Scouts get rid of cookies that sell well, so it must have been, the s'mores must have been a suck fest.
Weren't they? They're a newer cookie.
Yeah, I don't think it's been around for a while. The Girl Scouts of America announced that s'mores and toast, yay? What the hell is that? Now, I've heard of s'mores, but I didn't know there was a Girl Scout variety called Toast Yay. Was that available in Florida? Because you know what? I believe there are 2 Girl Scout bakeries there are 2 different ones that make the Girl Scout cookies for the entire country. One is like the Little Brownie Bakery, and I think they're like in Alabama or Mississippi or something. And I know they bake the Girl Scout cookies that are sold here in Florida. And I know a little bit about this because, Chloe was a Girl Scout. When Chloe was little, like, I don't know, 6, 7 years old, and, brownies and Girl Scouts. And Michelle tried to get Chloe into a troop in South Tampa, and every single troop was sold out. They were all full up good. So Michelle said, okay, I guess I got to grab the bull by the horns. So Michelle became a Girl Scout brownie mom, and Michelle she had to jump through all the hoops, and she started a brand new brownie troop in South Tampa. And before you know it was Chloe plus like 15 other girls, because there were a lot of girls that couldn't get. So Michelle started this thing.
That's cool.
And then, well, hell, you remember, because we used your
I was the only guy with a truck.
Yeah, we used your pickup truck like for 4 or 5 years in a row to go pick up the loads of Girl Scout cookies at that former chicken warehouse at Gandy in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. I think
It's not there. It's like a public storage place or something.
So there's two bakeries. They use the ABC Bakers and the Little Brownie Bakers.
So I know about Little Brownie Bakers because that's where the Florida Girl Scout cookies come from.
ABC Bakers is in Indiana, and the Little Brownie Bakers are in Kentucky.
Oh, Kentucky. All right, I said I was close. I said what? Alabama, Mississippi. Okay, it's Kentucky.
Yeah, similar teeth pattern. So those are the two bakeries.
But you realize that Girl Scouts around the country, that sometimes there are flavors or varieties that are available in some places but not in others. And I think between the two bakeries, I think all the Thin Mints and the Dozy Doughs and the trefoils, they all do that. But then I think some of these bakeries had some other varieties.
I think Samoa's are one of them.
No, Samoa's a big one. That's not going anywhere. But the s'mores variety and the Toast Yay. What the hell is Toast Yay? I never heard of that one.
Me neither.
Yeah. You realize
one bakery makes Samoa's and the other one makes Caramel Delights.
Oh, okay. So Samoa's are here. Caramel Delights must be in other parts of the country because we don't have. It looks very similar.
Yeah.
Looks like the same damn cookie. So just a different name. But listen, I've also been a little critical. I mean, the Girl Scout cookies are like $6 or $7 a box now. And they've also, the shrinkflation. And listen, I don't want to give the Girl Scouts a hard time because, Michelle and Chloe, I mean, they had a lot of good times with Girl Scouts. But listen, I'm just being honest that the prices are going up and the amount of cookies are going down. I think you get like 3 cookies now for $7. I mean, the boxes have shrunk. I mean, the whole thing, like the little tube canister, the little plastic.
Everything.
And whenever I bring this up, and let's say the Girl Scouts are selling cookies outside of like a Walmart or Publix or Target or wherever. And I'll say to Michelle, I'm like, it's just expensive now and no cookies. And Michelle snaps at me. Michelle's like, shut up. It's not about how many cookies you get. It's about helping the Girl Scouts out in their fundraiser. Okay, I get it. But still,
I'm with you.
Just pointing out, I'm a consumer reporter, okay?
Isn't it true like the Girl Scouts only get like 5 cents for every box they sell?
Yeah. The Girl Scouts, they're a little greedy on this deal. No, it's like
the troop only gets like a dime.
I don't know, it's not
a quarter.
Hold on a minute. 7-Eleven.
I mean, if you want to help the Girl Scout troops, write them a check for $20.
Yeah, Michelle's
give the girls $20. Say, this is a donation to your troop, and you'll help them more than buying 100 boxes.
Michelle's totally sleeping right now. Let's wake her up. Hang on a minute. This is important.
So the Toastiers are a newer flavor that looks like a piece of toast dipped in icing with French toast flavor.
Well, guess what? That variety's toast.
Yeah.
The Toastiers are toast because the Girl Scouts are canceling the s'mores and the Toast Yays.
Hello.
Hey, are you listening to the show or are you drooling on your pillow?
Drooling. Not really, but whatever.
All right,
we have a very important question, Michelle.
Hey, how much money, when you were a Girl Scout leader or a Brownie leader, how much money did you guys get to keep from each box sold?
Oh, like 65 cents, I think.
Oh, yeah. So what? So
something really low.
Yeah,
it's very hard because so much of it goes to the council, and then, yes, like $1 I think might go to the council. I forget now.
So who gets the lion's share? Because right now,
I mean, the cost to produce the cookies probably 60% of it.
All right. So, all right. Now hold on a minute. All right. So, Michelle, when you were selling the cookies, there were multiple price increases. How many years was Chloe a brownie?
No. It stayed relatively the same.
How long was Chloe a brownie or a Girl Scout?
Oh, she was a brownie for a couple of years and then a junior for a couple of years.
Right. All right.
Probably
So
5 years maybe.
all right, so what price do you remember the cookie? I thought I remember the cookies being like $3.50 a box.
They were $3.65, I think, when we started.
Okay.
All right. Well, now they're what, $6 or $7 a box?
Yeah.
And they've shrunk them.
It depends on where you're buying them.
I know, but what I've complained about is that the price is going up, and like you're getting fewer and fewer cookies.
Okay. Listen, I've explained this.
I know. Here, I told you. So, Michelle, before I called you, I was like, and Michelle yells at me every time I say this. Go ahead.
It's philanthropy. You're buying the cookies to donate to the organization to help the girls, with everything that they're doing, the communication skills.
All right, so I shouldn't feel like the Girl Scouts are jamming up my keister with fewer cookies for a higher price?
You should go buy a case of each variety and then do whatever you want with them.
You know what?
You could take them up to the Veterans Hospital. That's what I used to do every year. Just take them up, whatever we had left over, and drop them off.
Oh, that's right.
And use them up there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can send them overseas stuff. We have troops over there. Sometimes you can still send them.
Right, that's right. Hey, so I remember one year, how many cases of leftover cookies did we drop off at the VA?
I don't know. We had quite a few.
On Bruce B. Downs.
My first year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What would you misorder?
Well, people, you don't know what you're doing the first year maybe, but also, just depends on the sales and how you're able to get your booths and whatever. All
right. I told you, Michelle yells every time I complain about the cookies getting fewer and the price going up. Michelle's like, shut up. It's about the donation, the philanthropy. Stop complaining.
Every time I said that to you, it didn't stop you from walking past the cookies in the garage and grabbing a whole box for yourself and carting it off to your office. And then I'd have to go chase it down, and I'd find all those empty boxes in your office, and those were on you.
Yeah.
All right.
Charge to him, Jerry.
Yeah.
Easy, Michelle.
Surprised that we had any leftovers to bring to the VA on Bruce B. Downs.
Exactly.
Poor veteran gets a half-eaten box. Who did this? I was in Korea. Now I got to eat half-eaten cookies.
Anyway, there's the story that I'm bringing up here. The reason why we're talking about this is the Girl Scouts announced that the s'mores and the toast yays are being discontinued. Now,
we
of course,
never sold those.
Well, the s'mores we sold, right?
No.
So
are you sure?
S'mores are a newer flavor.
Sure.
And I've had the s'mores.
Thank you, Fester. See, Fester knows more about the Girl Scout cookies than you do.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, those were new flavors.
That's a newer flavor. And the problem with the s'mores was there wasn't enough chocolate and there wasn't enough marshmallow. It was like a graham cracker cookie with a little bit of chocolate, little bit of marshmallow. And I'm like, oh, this isn't enough of either. But yeah, I'm not going to miss Toastiers.
And I never heard of Toastiers.
Exactly.
All right.
You like those the toffee ones, I think, or
if they just sold Thin Mints, Samoas, and like the lemon and peanut butter.
I like the lemon ups too.
Yeah.
I like the lemon ones. And of course the tagalongs, Thin Mints, trefoils, those aren't going here. All right, Michelle, I got to run 7:16 at the MJ Morning Show. Go back to drooling.
So whoever's selling Girl Scout cookies that runs into you, hit them up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. Bye. All right. And, listen, we're getting close to that. Typically, isn't it like late January into February?
I think it started already.
It didn't start
I thought
already,
I saw
did
on
it?
the news that it started.
Really?
Look it up.
All right. And that's okay. I got to move on. All right. 7:17 at the MJ Morning Show. We're going to start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ in just a few minutes. Oh, let me bring up this HR story. This kind of sucks. You lose a relative. In this case, your father passes away, and HR at your business, at your company, is giving you crap. I saw this in a Reddit subgroup. Email from HR requesting more proof for my dad dying for a 2-day bereavement. Apparently, the death certificate wasn't enough. My dad died 2 weeks ago, and we're not having a traditional funeral for him and haven't published an obituary yet. We literally have the same first name, and this is the bleep that I'm getting from HR that's so insulting. So I guess this might have come from the supervisor. I'm so sorry. Corporate is saying that they will not accept this because the death certificate does not say your relationship to him, and it does not include you on the death certificate. Apparently, the employee has the same name as Dad.
Death certificates do not have children. listed.
Corporate says a letter from a funeral home or obituary would need to have your name on it. Basically, we need to show them something that shows your relationship to him. I'm so sorry that this death certificate wasn't enough. Please let me know if you can provide me with something else. What? Tell you what, how about we wheel dead dad's body down to corporate and roll him in and just plop him down on the HR director's desk?
Or maybe show him a couple of pictures of last Thanksgiving or something.
My
Here I am sitting next to him.
Tell you what, hey, it's corpse surprise. That sucks.
That's terrible.
I mean,
what company is that?
It doesn't say the name of the company.
Does this company have bereavement leave?
That's terrible.
That's awful.
Yeah, I'm sure we do. Listen,
Sure.
my dad's in bad shape.
Yeah.
My dad, hopefully, my dad is...
Something you hope to never use,
yeah,
but if
yeah.
you need it, you have it.
Yeah, and listen, I gotta be honest. I think I've talked about this before. I don't want anyone bereaving over me. I don't even want a funeral. I mean, Michelle knows this. I'm going to come back and haunt her. If she has any kind of funeral for me, if I outlive her, I'm coming back to haunt her ass because I don't want a funeral.
You have to have something. There has to be something that names your kids so they can get bereavement leave, apparently, at this company.
If you're on I-4, by the way, in Plant City, what is it, I-4 westbound around Buckman?
Yes. Paul Buckman Highway.
Yeah, Paul Buckman, all the way near, like Thenodisassa and everything. So the whole stretch in there, around Plant City, I-4 westbound is closed because of a terrible accident. Andrew, do we know any details on the accident? Anyway, it's an accident. I saw some traffic cam footage, and it's like nothing's moving. Like just rescue and fire and emergency vehicles just across all lanes. So I don't think anything's getting by. That thing is closed. So heads up, plan accordingly. Yeah, do not get on I-4 westbound. Find an alternate route if you're heading west toward Tampa, toward I-75.
Westbound is still stopped.
Yeah, it's a mess. All right, 7:20 at the MJ Morning Show. 1 hour, 20 minutes of nonstop MJ is next. Including, we got to talk about people's honesty. Yeah, somebody bought something on Facebook Marketplace and got something extra they didn't bargain for. What would you do? Would you contact the people? Oh, did you mean to sell me this? Anyway, this is a great story. That's just one of the things coming up. Oh, we got to talk about people's underwear.
Okay.
I saw an underwear statistic that I can't believe. And then if you have not seen my Instagram yet, you got to go to Certified MJ Radio and see this clown with all kinds of furniture balanced on his roof, like some kind of a acrobatics act. It's on my Instagram. I'll talk about it next. Certified MJ Radio. Take a look at this thing. All right. We're also being told that helicopters are landing. So
okay,
we have apparently...
You can see the helicopter right here in the video, in the live video.
Yeah, it must be very serious.
The helicopter's taking off right now.
All right, so one helicopter's taking off. So very serious accident on I-4 westbound Plant City, Thenodisassa Road, Buckman, I guess. is
just before Thenodisassa,
right.
Past Paul Buckman.
All right, what a mess, I-4 westbound. All right, 7:21 at the MJ Morning Show. So we'll do an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ next, so stand by. Hey, it's...
Great.
Okay, all right, Greg.
Yeah.
All right, the challenge is on. You write a bunch of new rejoiners, and let me see what you can do next week.
You are awfully sensitive. It looks like emergency vehicles, MJ, are now leaving the scene. A bunch of them are moving the scene from the westbound I-4.
On the shoulder. So it looks like they're moving traffic. It looks like I-4 westbound. What is that, a half mile before Thonotosassa Road?
Yes, between Paul Buckman and Thonotosassa.
So right now, traffic is moving. I-4, so eastbound is all jammed up.
The
moving
first
slow.
cars are just getting through.
All right. So that eastbound is jammed up too, but westbound was the real problem. Cars have just started moving. I-4 westbound just before Thonotosassa. It looks like they're on the shoulder, right?
Yeah.
Looks like it's on the right shoulder or ramp lane. It looks like maybe the shoulder. So, I mean, just a few cars are trickling by. So if you're all the way over, get all the way over to the right, and cars are starting to trickle through. There's a white Chevy pickup. There's a white Chevy van. I see, what is that? Is that a Ford F-150?
Looks like it, yeah.
Like a red or maroon one?
Yeah.
And I see, is that a gray Ford Explorer? Oh, look, there's a Telluride. Oh. I can identify all the cars that are going by.
So we've had about...
Look at that. There's a 74 Dodge Monaco. It's the model before catalytic converter, so it runs good on regular gas. Cop motor, cop shocks. Yeah, go ahead.
Andrew's taken about 24 calls from people who are in eastbound I-4 traffic and have offered to give us traffic reports.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, just drive safely.
Yeah,
just drive safely, people.
You got two cars. Is that a minivan? There's a minivan that's all bashed up, and it looks like it's slammed against the center divider on the left side of I-4. A couple of helicopters landed, so, there must be some very serious injuries.
So it looks like maybe 4 or 5 vehicles have been in this accident.
Got a bunch of, it looks like 1, 2. You got 2 off on the grass. Then you've got a red pickup and a white pickup. It looks like a total of it looks like 4 total vehicles involved in the accident.
Just be safe out there, people.
All right. Michelle's calling in.
Okay.
Yeah, Michelle wants to chastise me again. So if the Girl Scout cookies weren't enough, hang on, something I said, of course. Yes, Michelle.
You cannot outlive me and come back to haunt me. Mutually exclusive.
Yeah, that's
Which is it?
Which one are you gonna do?
Hold on. What did I say?
You said if I outlive her and she has a funeral for me, I will come back to haunt her.
Okay, it was an error.
All right, I misspoke.
Oh, I know it's an error. I know it's an error, Fester. Thank you.
It is almost all but certain that he will kick the bucket before you.
Oh, I'm sure.
I
But he can't do both. He can't haunt me and outlive me.
All right, so what happened, I made a point, and Michelle knows my wishes. I do not want a funeral. I don't want a memorial service. I just let it go. I don't want
that in writing anywhere.
You know what? I'll jot it down on a Post-it with a Sharpie, and I'll give it to you later.
I'll lose it.
All right. So what I meant to say was, if Michelle has a funeral for me against my wishes, I'm going to come back to haunt her.
Can't do it.
Instead, what? Instead, I said that if I outlive you,
yes,
I'll come back to haunt you, which that doesn't make sense.
He misspoke.
Yeah, I misspoke, but I think most people know what I was talking about.
He has no plans on outliving you.
Words are important.
Oh, thank you.
You have to say what you mean.
Thanks for the tip.
Mean what you say.
All right, goodbye.
Bye.
All right. As far as whether you're in shape or not, just a couple of quickie, two little health things, which I got a chuckle out of one of them. Well, but here's the deal. I've always heard this. I always heard that if you're pretty physically active and if you're in fairly good shape, but you're a little chunky, that's better than being like thin and inactive. So here's the latest. Being in shape is far more crucial for a long, healthy life than being slim.
Oh.
So you could be, just a little bit extra and still be in kind of shape. But what they're saying again is if you're not like thin as a rail, but you're in shape, but you got a few extra pounds, but you're still pretty active and you're somewhat in shape, it's better in some cases than being thin.
Okay. I mean, thin really runs the gamut, of how thin are we talking? Because there's a thin that's really just not healthy at all.
Again, well, that's called Karen Carpenter.
Yeah, I mean.
All right. So being in shape is far more crucial for a long, healthy life than being slim. So that's the conclusion of the largest, most comprehensive study yet of the relationship between aerobic fitness, body mass index, and longevity. A review and analysis of reams of earlier research, it found that being out of shape doubled or tripled the risk of dying prematurely, whatever someone's age or body mass index was. On the other hand, if someone had obesity but was aerobically fit, he or she was about half as likely to die as young as someone whose weight was normal, but they had low aerobic fitness.
Huh.
I had heard this years ago, so I don't know. Maybe I'm a time traveler. I don't know.
Are they just recycling?
I'm a shape-shifting time traveler.
Yeah, that's what it is. I'm a shapeshifter. I've shaped from oval to more round.
Obtuse. And then the other thing is coffee now again. Oh,
is this every couple of weeks?
Oh my God!
Is this once a month?
All these health issues. What's good for you is bad for you. Then it's bad for you. Oh, now it's good for you. Oh no, it's now bad for you again. So good, bad, good, bad, good, and then coffee now. Again, a new study on coffee that coffee drinkers have to drink coffee early in the morning to get the health benefits. So
what?
I don't know what that. People who get their coffee in the morning, they get the health benefits that are not seen for those that drink coffee later in the day.
How's that possible?
I have no idea. Yeah. Analysis of the coffee consumption of more than 40,000 adults found that the morning coffee drinkers were 16% likely to die of any cause and 31% less likely to die from cardiovascular disease during a 10-year follow-up period than those who went without. But the benefits to the heart health appeared to vanish in people who drank the coffee throughout the day. You got to have your coffee like in the morning, which how the hell does your body know whether you have a cup of coffee at 7 a.m. or what's the difference if you have it at 3 p.m.?
You either get the benefit or you don't. I don't know. This is all right.
It drives me freaking crazy.
These people call themselves scientists.
All right, 7:36 MJ Morning Show here on Q105. If you haven't seen this video, man, this thing's taken off like a rocket. I just posted this at like 5:58 this morning. I saw this yesterday. I videoed this on my way home. Usually I take the Howard Franklin home, but I had to do something in South Tampa, so it was just more convenient for me to take the Gandy, for where I had to go yesterday. So I'm on the Gandy Bridge, and there's an SUV. And, Fester, go ahead and reset. Let me play the audio on the air. Okay. And I posted this video on my Instagram. Go ahead and reset it. Here we go, and hit it.
Oh, my God. What the living F is this? You gotta be kidding me. This thing, mattresses, box springs, a couch? Are you freaking kidding me?
There is an SUV, a silver SUV. I think it's a Toyota or something or other. 2 mattresses, box spring, and a freaking couch balanced on the roof, driving eastbound on the Gandy Bridge from the St. Pete side over to the Tampa side.
It's only strapped on from side to side. And the only thing really holding it in place is like the
luggage rack.
Yeah, the luggage rack is where it's mounted to, but the cushions of the couch, that's the only thing holding it in place.
Listen, look at it wobbling back and forth. I'm like, my God, I'm waiting for a couch to fly off this thing.
It does not look safe at all.
This is that's what I'm pointing out. Anyway, the video is on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. You got to see this. Who is this dope? And I kind of pull past them, and you can get a glimpse of the driver. I mean, I'd like to know, did they make it to their destination without the 2 mattresses, box spring, and couch balanced precariously on the roof of the SUV?
Or did the couch fly off and end up in the middle of Tampa Bay?
My God. Anyway, you got to see this. And leave a comment. Go look at the video. It's on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. If you don't follow me, give me a follow, because you're going to get great content like this. And if you don't like my content after you follow me, then unfollow my ass. All right, Certified MJ Radio. This is unbelievable. I'd like to know if they made it to the destination without having an accident, without flinging mattresses, box springs, and a couch on somebody's vehicle. Can you imagine before you know, you got a couch splayed across your front windshield from the schmuck on wheels in front of you. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. All right, go to my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio, and it's already got thousands and thousands of views, and I just posted this thing at like 5:58 this morning before the show.
You're quite the influencer.
Yeah, I'm trying to influence people not to drive like idiots with crap. Call 2collegebrothers.com. Would have been much safer to have 2 college brothers move this versus, causing a potential deadly accident.
Nope, we ain't going to do it. Nope, we're going to strap it to the roof.
Oh, my God. This is out of freaking control.
No, we got room for the couch. Put that on top, too.
Unbelievable. All right, speaking of out of control.
Yes.
Got 2 teacher stories as the kidlets are getting ready for school today, or the fine young adults getting ready to go to high school and middle school. So this is somewhat local. This is out in Polk County in Lake Wales. A teacher, well, this is a former sub. Let me just be very clear. It's a former substitute teacher who apparently had a prior criminal history. So how do you get a substitute? Are they that desperate for substitute teachers in Polk County that they hire subs with prior criminal records?
All right, prior criminal records is awfully broad.
Yeah, I don't think it's a parking ticket.
Okay, I don't know. I mean, did the guy murder some
I don't think
people?
it's a woman.
Okay, did she?
I don't think it's jaywalking to the Bach Tower.
Okay, that would also constitute a prior criminal record. Let's investigate.
All right. So this is a former substitute teacher who had a criminal history, has been arrested, apparently showed sexually explicit pictures to elementary school age students.
Oh.
Yeah, Lake Wales Police Department and school administrators at Park Avenue Private School contacted police on November 7th and told them that Gail Wessel, not Weasel, Gail Wessel, who clocks in at 60 years of age,
Gail?
was reportedly showing sexually explicit pictures to the kids that she was substitute teaching in this elementary school. My God. And she was a sub. So the Lake Wales Police Department, that'd be the LWPD, by the way.
Yes.
They investigated and they found hundreds of sexually explicit photographs and videos on her device, on her cell phone. And she was in a bunch of the photos.
Oh.
I'm looking at her. I'm looking at her mugshot right now. I don't want to see her in anything sexually related. I'm just being honest.
I don't want to see her in anything at all.
My God, you want to talk about, I don't need Ozempic for appetite suppression. Just got to look at her mugshot and think about sex photos.
Ugh.
Holy hell on wheels.
Gail Wessel, disgusting.
Jesus.
This is awful.
Yeah, so the Lake Wales Police Department, they talked to a bunch of students who were shown the images. What is she thinking? She's showing elementary age kids sexually charged images on her phone?
How long has this been going on? Does it say? I mean, the kids don't immediately tell their parents?
All right, so Lake Wales Police, they're detectives. They get involved. They investigate. And guess what? She's also been charged with tampering with evidence because the police saw her trying to erase material from her phone. Are you on her Facebook page right now?
Yeah, so that's the beauty of, when people get arrested these days. There's a whole social footprint
you might want
to look up.
Yeah, she might want to make her Facebook page private. It's still running.
I mean, I think people should change their Facebook icon photo to their mugshot once they get arrested.
Put that sucker right up there.
Make it easier for me to find you.
Yeah, can you imagine? So detectives made contact with this Wessel substitute teacher, and the detectives with Lake Wales Police saw her delete, trying to delete stuff off of her phone.
Yeah, that's not good, Gail.
Wow. So they were able to track her down. You know where they found her? They found her at some local motel.
Yep, as the Wessel Inn.
Yep. All for 27. I don't know. And then she actually admitted once they tracked her down at some motel, she said, yeah, I was showing the kids these sexually charged images. So they arrested her. Initially now they've hit her with 6 counts of showing obscene material to kidlets. And then according to the Lake Wales Police Department, she had a criminal history and she had previously been charged with battery.
Okay.
Resisting arrest.
All right.
Criminal mischief.
Nothing that bad.
And trespassing.
Who hasn't been trespassed?
I've not been trespassed.
Yet.
I've never been trespassed in my life.
Come over. I'll trespass you. The cops waiting.
The school fired her back in November. So as soon as the word got out, the investigation began.
Why is it taking so long for everybody else to find out?
I don't know.
Has old Gail Wessel just been living free?
Yeah. So this whole thing, I guess, blew up back in November, and Lake Wales Police just arrested her on Tuesday. They found her at this motel.
So they've been looking for her.
Wow.
She's been on the run.
Yeah. That's crazy. And Lake Wales Police are saying if you have any more information, if you have anything that could assist in the investigation, that you contact the Lake Wales Police Department. Yeah, call Detective Raines. Raines.
Raines, we got a tough case for you. It's Wessel the pervert. You're on it.
Is that not unbelievable? And then, what time is it? 7:46. All right, I got to do the tease story about you buy an item on Facebook Marketplace and then surprise.
Have you ever purchased anything off of Facebook Marketplace?
The answer is no, I have not. I know you purchase stuff every freaking week on Facebook Marketplace.
It's I meet all kinds of fun people.
What's the next thing you're looking for on Facebook Marketplace?
You know what? You know what I bought the other day?
What?
a guy was giving away, and I met him in the parking lot of his apartment complex.
Jeez, man. What?
He was giving, all right, you're going to laugh, a bag of remotes for the TV that I have. Yeah, because the TV comes with one remote, right? And the kids have like munged that one up.
Oh, sure.
And then I bought a universal remote.
All sticky, like the number 5, 8, 7.
Yeah.
Everything's all stuck in there, right?
And the dog was chewing it. I'm like, I have no remote.
The mute button is all like sealed in with maple syrup.
So I'm on Facebook Marketplace, and the guy says, and he mentions the brand of TV I have.
What is it? A bag of remotes for all kinds of stuff?
No, it was like he had 3 Vizio. I have a Vizio TV.
I'm sorry.
What, is this no big deal? It's Vizio.
Let me know when you want to step up to a state-of-the-art Sony.
I don't. I want to watch a little football and watch a little
All right.
Alaska's Last Frontier on HBO Max, and that's it. All right. So he has a bag of 3 Vizio M remotes. And I wrote him and go, are these still available? I'm interested.
Free?
Free. But I had to meet him, and he lived in like Wesley Chapel, so it was like 25 minutes
lived
from my
in
house.
Valdosta, Georgia.
No. I mean, I wouldn't have traveled too far for him, but I'm like, 20 minutes away. All right, I went for a little drive.
All right, hang on.
And I meet the guy in the parking lot of his apartment complex.
Yeah, guess what? You're going to get murdered one day. You're going to meet James Gum.
Listen,
Can you help me get this couch in the back of the van?
I should have been murdered already. This is all bonus time for me.
Buffalo Bill.
I'm not worried.
Man, he's going to make a big fat suit out of you. Was she a great big fat guy? Was she a great big... Hey, all right, before I get... we're jumping the gun here on the
Facebook Marketplace. I'm sorry.
We're jumping the gun. One other thing.
So anyway, I have 2 extra remotes because I only need one.
All right, so your kids can jam all kinds of chocolate and all kinds of cereal inside the buttons.
Yes.
And you got a couple of spares now. All right, one other high school teacher story, and this is awful. A Louisiana high school teacher accused of sending inappropriate messages to students. Guess what the twist is here? The teacher was framed by students.
Oh, no.
How about this for a devious situation?
I mean, you got to figure, if you're a teacher that the kids don't really like, they can come up with something and try to put you together.
Oh, they try to put her together. 2 Louisiana high school students have been charged with fabricating inappropriate messages they claim were sent to them by a teacher to frame him as a sexual predator. That's some devious shit right there.
Little bastards.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my God.
That's what comes to mind, little bastards.
I mean, how do you not get out of that pretty easily? How the cops come to talk to you about this? You're like, it's not me.
So,
check anything out you like.
So this was in the La Fourche parish in Louisiana.
La Fourche parish. Yeah. They got themselves some good teachers there. Ain't that good, though. Those little sons of bitches kids there. La Fourche parish.
I set this right up for Cajun Fester.
I used to be a teacher myself. I used to teach gator hunting.
Used to teach what?
Gator hunting.
Gator hunting.
Down here in the bayou.
In the bayou, yeah.
In La Fourche parish. The poor teacher here. What subject they teach you? Did I mention?
Well, let me get to the rest of the story here, Cajun Fester.
Yeah.
So, am I pronouncing La Fourche correctly?
Correctly enough.
All right. The La Fourche Parish Sheriff's Office said they launched an investigation back on December 18th after 2 female students at Central La Fourche High School in Matthews, Louisiana.
You know what the mascot is there at Central La Fourche High School?
What?
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
I don't know that to be true.
About 45 miles southwest of New Orleans, claimed that an unidentified male teacher had sent them X-rated messages. However, a 2-week-long investigation soon revealed that the 15 and 16-year-old girl students had fabricated the conversation on an instant messaging platform in order to try to frame the male teacher for being like a creeping perv.
Well, these are some bad little girls over here in La Fourche.
I'll tell you, detectives got a search warrant for the girls' electronic devices and shockingly found that the teacher had not sent any of the messages to them and that they had created an online profile for him to make it appear like he was having these risque communications with them, the girls. Yeah, the students would share screenshots of the phony conversations and share them with friends to make their con jobs seem legitimate, according to the La Fourche Parish Sheriff's Office.
They do a bunch of good police work there. They investigate things.
Yeah, they determined that the teacher was not the predator. The girls made the whole thing up, trying to frame the teacher. When confronted by the findings, one of the students allegedly folded to framing the teacher. Yeah. Our juvenile detectives are diligent and take claims of inappropriate behavior very seriously. They're, however, equally serious about false crimes, said Parish Sheriff Craig Webra.
I know Craig.
Yeah?
How he doing?
Does he like a good crawfish boil?
Ooh, he do ever. Boy, he and I went down
Use
to
some Old Bay seasoning in there?
Listen, Old Bay seasoning. I don't know who you think you talking to.
I'm sorry, Tony Sacheri?
Yeah, listen, you Mr. Mid-Atlantic over there. Take your Old Bay seasoning. I'll shove it in your keister.
You're gonna. So
I'll pepper your ass with Old Bay seasoning. You mentioned that again here. Bring it down to the fine state of Louisiana.
So wait a minute. So
Old Bay seasoning.
Me being from Virginia Beach, and we used to get all bushels of blue crabs.
Listen, listen, Yankee. Don't you bring that blue Old Bay seasoning?
You're saying that the Old Bay we used on my Chesapeake blue crabs, those you don't use Old Bay down in Louisiana?
No, we got a nickname for Old Bay down here in Louisiana.
What's that?
Crap. You gonna put crap on it? 'Cause that's what it is.
Anyway, is that awful? Can you imagine these two little bitches trying to frame a male teacher? That's all. They're not going to be invited to the gumbo.
No gumbo, no fish boil, no crawfish boil, no gumbo, no gumbo pot, nothing like that.
Nothing for these girls.
Like that. You're terrible little people.
Bad girls. All right, 7:53 at the MJ Morning Show. Let's get back around to the Facebook Marketplace. All right, this is a cool story. Now, to answer your question again, no, Fester, I've never gotten anything off of Facebook Marketplace, whether I bought it or whether I got some free dumped item.
Listen, Facebook Marketplace is amazing. You should just to spend the time scrolling through it. What do you like? You like old radios, right?
Yeah.
I bet your Facebook Marketplace is loaded with old radios.
Don't look now. All right, here's the deal. This is sort of a would you do the right thing? And then we're going to get into all the celebrities that are in bad shape because of the fires out in Los Angeles.
Yeah, just utter devastation all through.
Man, this is awful. And then David Muir from ABC World News Tonight, the robot anchorman. I'm David Muir. I am a robot anchorman on ABC. Yeah. Oh, he's getting a ration of crap.
What happened to him? What do you do?
Yeah, hang on. I'll tell you in a second. And I saw this last night. I'm like, whoa. All right, I'll explain. First, though, what would you do? This is like the John Quiones thing. What would you do, right? This person buys an antique cabinet, like a Louis the 16th buffet.
Okay.
That bought this cabinet on Facebook Marketplace. Amanda DeWitt gets the cabinet, loves this antique Louis the 16th buffet, gets it home, opens it up, and it's stuffed with expensive Hermes and Tiffany dishes. I mean, worth a lot of money.
Oh, no.
So what do? So you buy the piece of furniture. It's a very nice antique, Louis the 16th style buffet.
How do you not know that your buffet is full of dishes?
Well,
doesn't it change the weight of it?
I would think, but there were some bottom drawers and some bottom cabinets, and the dishes were packed in boxes underneath. I mean, if you're buying a piece of furniture, wouldn't you open up all the drawers and cabinets? I would think so. But she gets the cabinet home after buying it off of Facebook Marketplace and opens it up. She's from Dallas, by the way. This is Amanda DeWitt. And in a 90-second clip, she shows this Regal Grand Buffet that she purchased for 1/9 of the original price, I guess when it was new years ago. And then she looks inside, and there are boxes, a full set of orange boxed Hermes China dinner plates, and then also blue boxes from Tiffany and Company with these expensive plates inside.
Oh, man.
Yeah, she said there were like 12 plates in total, gold trim, included solid dessert plates with the Hermes logo. Listen, Hermes is expensive. You know, they make that Birkin bag that, you know, doesn't J-Lo walk around with like a $200,000 like crocodile skin Hermes bag, or I don't know, some, you know, goat liver, whatever the heck it is. I don't know. But
Tell you what, Shabuzi's girlfriend wants one.
Shabuzi?
You ever hear the song?
Yeah.
My baby wants a Birkin.
Oh, really?
I think he's referring to the purse.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
The Birkin bag.
My baby wants a
a
Birkin.
lot of people became obsessed with the Birkin bag because that was featured on Sex and the City some years ago.
All right, so how did this piece of furniture make its way to the seller? I mean, was it like just a liquidation place?
No, I think
they buy it from like somebody who inherited it.
I believe that I don't know that backstory, but somebody had the buffet and was selling this antique piece of furniture. The buyer gets it home and it's got these expensive designer plates. So the question is,
this is really a gaudy looking piece.
It's not gaudy. It's
gaudy.
Louis the 16th style.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway.
It's French Renaissance isn't gaudy at all.
It's not gaudy.
It's not tacky at all.
I don't find it gaudy. Anyway, so the question here, before I move on, the question is, what would you do? I mean, would you be honest? So what did this woman do? She buys this thing for a fraction of the original price, and then it's loaded with expensive designer plates from Hermes and Tiffany and Company. So what do you do?
I know what I do.
Of course, you wouldn't say a word.
Never talk to the person again.
You could open up the drawer, and Grandma had $250,000 of her life savings taped underneath the drawers. You find that, you're not calling them back.
Shh. I'm changing my number.
You're the last person that anyone wants to make a mistake with.
Yes. What would you? Hi. Yeah. I bought your buffet. By the way, there's all kinds of nice dishes in the bottom of it. I just wanted to tell you.
Anyway, listen. Good on Miss DeWitt. Good on Amanda, because she called up the original owners, called them back, and said, "Hey, did you mean to have all these expensive designer Hermes and Tiffany plates?"
Did she describe them like that? Did you mean to have $20,000 worth of plates in China in the bottom drawer of this $300 buffet that I bought from you?
They admitted that no, we didn't. They were not supposed to be included. So Amanda did the right thing and brought the plates back to the people. So what are you calling her, a sucker?
No, I'm calling DeWitt a twit.
The twit?
Because she is full of...
Oh, yeah. So anyone honest is a twit in your book, right?
In this case, listen, it's not honest. The honest is you bought it at a fair price. It's yours. It's yours.
All right, I got to move on to underwear here. I want to take calls on this. I can't believe this is accurate.
What is it?
And then we'll get into the L.A. fires and what the hell David Muir did. We'll get into all this in just a minute. Hold on. First, though, come on. I saw an item that claims that nearly half of Americans carry spare underwear for emergencies.
Ooh.
I do not carry spare underwear. I'm not among the nearly half of Americans who carry spare. You ever heard of this?
Oh, man.
I know that your trunk is filled with all kinds. Your trunk is like a giant junk drawer.
So I don't carry spare underwear for emergencies, but I do have spare underwear in my car because it's in my bug out bag.
For you, it'd be like a roof tarp.
Yeah. Or if my car ever runs out of gas, I could use it as a sail.
A crotch tarp.
Yeah, that's all it is. No, I have a bug out bag with like 2 days worth of clothes and a little bit of money and a couple of weapons in the trunk of the car in case I have to get out of town quickly. And I've always carried that. And I have underwear in the car. However, I don't keep it like in case of, because that's what you need it for.
All right. I want to go to phones on this. Do you carry spare underwear? According to this survey, 2,000 people surveyed, and nearly half say they carry a spare pair of underwear.
I just got a text message
from, let me give out the number first, 800-990-1047. I have never carried a spare pair of underwear. I've got my bag here with all the show prep, and I got a couple of things in there. I got an extra mag in there. I got a bunch of some contact lens stuff.
You get a couple of things for emergencies in there, but no extra drawers.
I do not have extra drawers. I do not have extra underwear that I'm carrying. I don't have any extra underwear in the car. I do not carry spare underwear. So the question is, ladies and gentlemen, do you carry spare underwear? Come on, this can't be real. Nearly half of Americans carry spare underwear just in case if they have a butt blowout or something, or listen, there are some
it
other.
It does not be a blowout.
There's some other things as well that can occur, gender-wise. But I want to know. I want to go to phones here. Yes or no? Do you carry spare underwear? 800-990-1047. Let's go. Fire up the phones. If this is embarrassing to you, you can keep your name anonymous. But I don't think the first name's going to really... All right, yes or no? Do you carry spare underwear? I think this is greatly exaggerated.
Listen, I just got a text message from somebody very close to you.
Oh, jeez.
Very close to you.
Michelle, Julian, Chloe, whom?
Chloe.
Yeah.
She says, she wrote in text form, I carry spare underwear.
Get out of here.
Yes. So right now, she's going to work, and somewhere in that little handbag of hers is an extra pair.
Oh, great. All right.
Just in case.
Look at the phones. The phones are blowing up. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. What were you about to say before I gave out the phone number?
That was it? I got the text message from somebody very close to you.
Oh, that was it. Okay. All right. Hang on a minute. Let me. Andrew's screening calls. Every line is ringing here. Every single phone line is ringing. Calling Chloe's cell number. I never knew that my daughter carries spare underwear.
Hello?
Are you carrying spare underwear right now?
Literally in my work bag.
Why?
How long have you been carrying spare underwear?
I'm a woman who's prepared at all times. I have a little pouch that goes in my tote bag wherever I go that has all the literal bare essentials. I have a spare pair of underwear. I have a spare set of earrings, a spare set of a necklace. I have eye drops.
Wait, but what do you need spare jewelry for? In case you have a jewelry emergency?
In case I forget my earrings one day. I hate if I leave the house without earrings. I will refuse to go anywhere without earrings.
All right, that's ridiculous. All right.
And back to the underwear thing, that's essential. Even just as a girl, girls get it. But, you might need it for various, accidents. So I have it for all situations.
Okay. I'm just I'm uncomfortable. Okay, I'm uncomfortable talking to my daughter like this. All right. Goodbye, Chloe.
All right. We're human. Be an adult. Bye.
Yeah, be an adult.
Be an adult.
You're talking to the wrong two people.
I'm a 10-year-old with a microphone. All right.
Adults. Don't talk to us.
I'm the first to admit I'm no adult over here. All right. Let me grab phones. Jessica is in Largo. Jessica, welcome to the MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Hi, how are you? Yes, I do carry, like this girl says, at work and in a bag in the car. And I also have extra earrings because sometimes I forget earrings at work and I feel like I'm naked. So I have an extra pair of earrings.
Sounds like you should go have brunch with my daughter.
Ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, but between the two of them, they can open a thrift shop.
Yeah. All right, Jessica. Thank you, Jessica. Thanks for listening.
You're welcome.
All right. Phones are loaded on the spare underwear question. Every line.
God.
Yeah. The question is, do more females carry spare underwear than men? Karen is in Winter Haven. Karen, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, good morning.
Hey.
I actually carry spare pair of underwear for my entire family, me, my husband, and my 3 grandkids.
How much space does that take? Where do you carry it?
Yeah, listen.
Hey, I have them rolled up in a freezer bag under where my spare tire is.
Wait. You've got a Ziploc freezer bag with spare underwear under your spare tire?
In where the spare tire is, absolutely.
Hold on. In place of the spare tire?
No, not in place of the
All right.
spare tire.
All right, just making
But
sure.
inside the wheel well.
All right, thank you, Karen. Tony, first guy. Tony in Hudson, MJ Morning Show. Let's talk spare underwear. Yes or no?
I got a gym bag. I keep a spare change of clothes in my trunk,
All right.
but not for any specific reason except for going to the gym.
Okay, then that doesn't count, Tony.
Yeah.
The same way I have a spare pair, but I use it in case I have to skip town.
Yeah, listen, Tony, the question is, do you carry a spare pair of underwear just in case you have an accident?
Well, I never thought about it that way. I haven't had any accidents.
That's good. Thank you, Tony.
You sound like you're almost due, though, Tony. So
Mike's in St. Pete. Mike, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello. Mike, are you there? I don't know who's.
Yeah, I'm here. MJ.
Yeah, Mike, go ahead. Mike, what the hell were you doing? What else are you doing other than?
Hey, I just wanted to ask you. Love your show, MJ. I'm a St. Petersburg cop.
Yeah.
Do you wear socks?
Yes, I wear socks.
No need for spare change underwear. End of story.
No, socks are in case there's no toilet paper.
No need for a spare case of underwear. This isn't like California or LA, and you're running out of water at the hydrants. It's a simple fix. So no need to pack multiple sets of underwear for any shift. I've come back from multiple runs. Used to be a 2nd Ranger Battalion guy.
Oh wow!
With one sock, so works perfect.
All right.
So just you might want to give it a try.
All right.
Especially with all the you're going on trips and you need to pay for extra luggage. I know you're an aviation enthusiast and expert, so you can cut down on the extra baggage. Yep.
All right, thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. And you say you're a St. Pete cop?
Yeah.
All right, we're sitting in St. Petersburg right now. You ever hang out in our parking lot?
I have driven by. I don't hang out there, but there have been a few times where I have come home with one sock.
All right, Mike. Thank you.
All right,
City of St. Pete police officer. Let's grab Kathleen in St. Pete. Kathleen, MJ Morning Show. Welcome.
Hi. Yeah, I actually think it's completely 50% women that said yes. Women are probably the only ones carrying around spare underwear because of women issues. I've got a pair in my glove box.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's for, MJ.
Right.
If you have an emergency. You said, did you say accident or emergency when you originally read it?
Nearly half of Americans carry a spare pair of underwear for emergencies.
Okay, then
but an emergency, it's not like you got an unsuspected wedgie. I mean, an emergency, I think we all know what an emergency is. An emergency is going to be an accident.
You're wrong.
Well, and women have emergencies that, you don't know something's coming up. And
I know.
That's spare pair of underwear.
Yeah.
So I think it's totally just women carrying those spare underwear around.
Yeah, I mean, your idea of an emergency, MJ, is, the squirts. I mean, Kathleen has a different perspective on all of this.
Oh, I don't get too. All right.
I mean, come on, we're talking emergencies.
Kathleen, thank you. I mean, look at the underwear lines here. Every line is jammed. Hey, Andrew, slow it down. Slow it down. We'll grab like 3 or 4 more calls here. Then I got to move on. Regular caller, Keenal in Wesley Chapel. You're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, so I don't carry it currently, but I did for a while my boys were little because I did get peed on myself. They peed on me while I was changing their diapers, and it's very uncomfortable walking around with a wet underwear on.
Oh.
And, a woman who I've had 2 kids, and I mean, women can sneeze and have a little bit of a leak. Or
hold on. I'm not following this. Wait. So you have the spare underwear for the kids that peed on the underwear and got them wet, or are you saying that your underwear got wet from your kids?
That's a hell of a name.
Yes.
Well, wait a minute. How does your underwear get wet from a peeing kid?
They peed on me while I was changing them in my lap.
Okay, I'm with you.
But I think I'd be more concerned with the exterior clothing and not the underwear.
Nope. My piss pants are fine.
I walk around in leggings. Leggings. Most women who have kids, young kids, you see them walking around in leggings, especially when they're out and about.
Okay.
Leggings dry faster than cotton would.
Oh, I see what you're saying. All right, so it soaks through.
I mean,
Yep.
Oh, I got you. All right, Keenal, thank you for the call.
You should have bought one of those little pee-pee caps.
Stephen in Lithia. Stephen, MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Yeah. I definitely do it because I drive around all day long, and underwear is pretty much like a fire extinguisher. You don't need to use it every day, but you might need to use it one day.
You're right. Well put, Stephen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what I say with my P365. Yeah. All right, thank you. Appreciate it, Stephen. Ian in Apollo Beach. Ian and then Janine, and then we're going to wrap this thing up and move on to the L.A. fires. All the celebrities affected. Yeah, some of these celebs, I got the whole list, and some, I'm like, who's that? I feel bad for them, but I don't know who they are.
Yeah, so many people.
Ian in Apollo Beach. Ian, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, good morning, everybody. No, I don't do the underwear thing, but there's a lady that I used to work with that would carry a purse, like a beach bag, and a rolling suitcase into work every day, and I wondered what she had in there. But now it's kind of Chloe and earrings and all that.
Holy crap, Ian, she's got a rolling suitcase like she's going on a vacation every day?
And one of those big beach bags and a purse.
My
every day.
God.
See, she's ready to skip town. That's a lot of clothes.
That's
it was a
insane.
mess.
All right, Ian,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
you don't carry spare underwear for yourself, right?
No, not at all.
All right, thank you. All right, last call on this. And if you're just tuning in, we're just reacting to a story that I saw that nearly half of Americans carry spare underwear for emergencies. All right, Janine and Hudson, last call on this. Hi, Janine.
Hi.
Yes, go ahead.
Absolutely. One pair left at work, one pair in my glove box, one pair in my purse. All times.
My God, that's a threefer.
You just don't know.
You got a spare pack of cigarettes, too?
Always.
Always. What are you? Marlboro Lights?
Oh, my God.
What's your smoke of choice?
Yeah, definitely the Cowboy Killers.
What are they? What brand?
Yeah, Marlboro Lights.
Marlboro?
Oh, Marlboro
no,
Lights. Yeah.
never Lights. Stop it right now.
The regular ones.
Full Marlboro Reds.
Yeah. Got to be honest, sounds like you might have done some unfiltered Camels at some point.
I love her.
You're the best.
I love
All right,
her.
Janine, have a great day.
You too.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. You instantly know if somebody's just smoking those things all day long.
I love talking to smokers.
I love the laugh.
Yeah. That's great.
All right, Janine, thank you for calling. I appreciate it. All right. Hey, who would have known you do 12 minutes on underwear? You know?
You do 12 minutes on underwear, you're going to need a spare pair, that's for sure.
All right, where do we start with this whole LA thing? Man, first of all, I feel so bad.
Yeah, I'm not an evening news watcher, but last night all the channels were just showing all this footage of just whole neighborhoods. I saw a Chase Bank, probably had, I don't know, millions of dollars inside of it, all burned up.
No, banks don't have millions
What
of
about all
dollars.
that?
Well, the safety
deposit
yes,
stuff.
yes. Oh, yeah. Safety deposit box
I have a
wise,
safety
maybe.
deposit box. That Chase Bank on Sunset Boulevard burns down. What happens to my crap? It melts.
Hey, I'll tell you who's in trouble.
What?
David Muir.
Why? What did he do?
Well,
he shoot somebody?
No. He's being called out. Something that he did, and people are saying, "Oh my God, what a narcissist!" Listen, the guy's smooth. You know, I don't dislike David Muir. I find him to be a little robotic. I find him to be somewhat unapproachable.
What, did he punch a child?
No.
What did he do? What's so awful?
So, and listen, I'll give him credit. You know, Norah O'Donnell was in her comfy studio for the next couple of days or weeks. Yeah, she's leaving the CBS Evening News, I think, around January 20th or so. So she's leaving. They're going to totally revamp the CBS Evening News. Michelle, my wife, she likes Norah O'Donnell as far as the newscasts go. David Muir was the only one out in the wildfires in Los Angeles. So Norah O'Donnell was in the D.C. studio for where she does her show. And Lester Holt, he was in New York at NBC Nightly News headquarters at 30 Rock in Manhattan. So David Muir was out in the field. He was wearing one of those reflective yellow fire jackets, which you see all the reporters are wearing these fire jackets.
Okay.
You know, when you see them on cable TV or the network news shows. And here's the deal. Oh, this is what. Listen to this headline. ABC's narcissistic David Muir roasted for sprucing up svelte looks while reporting on deadly fires. In the opening of World News Tonight. So if you've ever watched ABC World News Tonight, tonight we're on the fire lines. The deadly wildfires raging through Los Angeles. 5 fires, 0% contained. ABC World News Tonight. From ABC News World Headquarters in New York, this is World News Tonight with David Muir. Reporting today from the fire lines in Los Angeles. And he's trying to make himself look better by making his fire jacket look tailored. All right, that's what it comes down to. By the way, that was not an official intro from last night.
Look at this. It's an ABC News official branded fire jacket.
Yeah, he's got a fire jacket on, and all the ABC reporters have like the ABC logo on the breast pocket, on the left side of this fire jacket.
All right.
So David Muir is out in the field, and in the opening, he turns to look over, and I've got actual audio if you want to hear it. This is actual audio from last night, and I'll tell you when he makes the turn. When he turns to point to the fire behind him, the back of his fire jacket is cinched with a clothespin to make the jacket look tighter and more fitted. If you notice, this is kind of a joke. When we do see David Muir, and let's say he's reporting out in the field, he always wears these tight black body-hugging T-shirts.
He's a thin, fit man.
Something you know nothing about.
No, I know nothing. I know what my exact opposite looks like, and it's David Muir.
Oh, man. Yeah. You. Where's the Fester jingle? We haven't played this in a while. Here we go. Yeah, because Fester.
People say Fester is a large, rude man.
Yeah, I can't believe this is all people have to talk about as Los Angeles burns.
Yeah, no, this is just one of the items. Oh, there's plenty of stuff people talking about.
The fact that anybody's wasting their time talking about this guy having a safety pin in the back of his baggy coat.
People are saying that he's trying to look svelte, and oh my God, the vanity, and
you know what it is?
He's trying to make his fire jacket look custom tailored and fitted.
Okay, MJ, it's a wooden clothespin. It does nothing. What it's doing is it's holding the wire from his earpiece to his jacket.
I don't know. Are you sure?
Look at it, MJ. That's the flimsiest clip ever. It's not like it's a big metal clip that can actually.
It looks like there might be 2 of them. Anyway, he's getting roasted
because people are morons. The town is burning. He's holding his wire from his earpiece to his little box that's probably on his hip.
All right, here's the audio. What the hell? Andrew, what's going on here?
Somebody should tell David Muir he sounds like static.
Oh, my God. This is the audio bite you've given me?
Wait, hold on. Stop the audio. Andrew, what's going on?
All right.
Andrew?
Are you on the air with that?
Talk on the air.
Yeah, dude, whenever you talk to me, talk on the air.
Come on.
Just talk on the air.
Okay, I'm going to yell at you on the air then.
No, don't yell. We're just having a conversation.
I was trying to tell him, and he's still asking me what's wrong.
What's wrong?
I'm trying to play David Muir audio.
Oh, my God.
And it sounds like he's using hairspray now.
Everybody's so sensitive.
Now he's using hairspray.
Is that Aquanet?
I don't know what the hell this is. Anyway, so he's opening up the World News Tonight last night.
Here, I'll do the.
No, don't worry about it.
Play the music.
Don't
play the music. Come on. Yeah, I mean, you promised the people something.
All right, hang on a minute.
You give them static?
All right, let me
give them hairspray?
All right, here we go. And
ABC World News Tonight. This is David Muir. All right, point out when I turn around. As you can see behind me, LA is burning.
He's trying to make his fire jacket look fitted.
You see, everything's on fire over here in Los Angeles.
All right, so moving on. So people are giving him crap. about David Muir. And listen,
it's a wooden clothespin. It's holding the wire from his earpiece. Look at his earpiece.
But wait a minute. But it did look like the jacket was cinched and pulled back.
So you pinch it an inch to hold it. Big deal. It's not holding any weight.
Because people are saying that he's in the middle of a fire zone and people are losing houses. And David Muir, he cares about that his fire jacket has to look like it's custom tailored.
How many people are there? There's David Muir. There's a cameraman. There's probably 2 other people there. Somebody else did it to hold his wire on. This is ridiculous. He's the narcissist. No, he's reporting from a fire.
ABC News, here's another story. ABC News anchor called out for using clothes peg to make firefighter jacket look better during wildfire
This is ridiculous.
report.
This is clickbait, man.
Look at that.
The problem I have is that it's wood and it can burn.
Fester is the ultimate David Muir fanboy defender.
I do have a poster of him in my house.
I'm sure you do.
It's on the roof.
All right.
On the ceiling.
All right. All seriousness now. This is horrific. And these are areas that I know very well. I lived in L.A. I spent time at a radio station in Los Angeles in 89, 90, and 91. I lived in Hollywood, right next to West Hollywood. Live right down the street from CBS Television City. So I heard now that West Hollywood and the Hollywood Hills are,
next
potentially in danger.
Yeah, they're in the line.
And I live just a block or two below Melrose, in between La Brea and Highland. La Brea and Highland, right near Pink's hot dog stand. And I lived on Orange Drive. And just below Melrose, and I know these areas well. You drive down the PCH through the Pacific Palisades, heading down to the Pacific Coast Highway to 1. You got Gladstones for fish right there. I think they might have been damaged, and they're right on the water. You got a Chevron station that's been there for ages, right on the corner of Sunset and the Pacific Coast Highway. I mean, it's like devastation. And you look at some of the homes. A long time ago, I had an agent. I had an agent named Robert Eatman, and I went to Robert's house. He's passed, so I can tell you now that a lot of these radio agents, they would demand 10% to put your deals together, and he wanted me as a client, and I said nope, I'm not giving you 10%. I said NFL deal, so gave him 2%.
2%.
Yeah, he just wanted me as a client, but. Ultimately, I did my best deals myself. But the bottom line is he had a nice house in the Pacific Palisades because he was charging all these radio guys 10% of their yearly income, to put their contracts together. But he had a really nice house in Pacific Palisades. And I'm guessing and he passed away, may he rest in peace. But I'm guessing that whole neighborhood is burned to the ground. And I'm looking at some of the pictures. I'm like, yeah, I think I've been on these streets. I mean, I know that as you go down Sunset and you see some of these areas, it's devastating. And then you have the list of celebrities. And Fester, I have the list. So
I have pictures of the house and the foundation.
Yeah. So a lot of the news networks yesterday were showing some of the businesses and restaurants in Pacific Palisades. And they were showing before and afters. This is the restaurant as it looked yesterday or recently. And then they're using Google Street View and then showing it like a burned down shell. It's unbelievable. So here's the celebrity list of celebrities who were impacted so far by the multiple fires. And you have, the Malibu area. You got the Pacific Palisades, you got the Palisades area, you've got the the Eaton fire, you've got a bunch. Now the Hollywood Hills are under threat, and the Hollywood sign,
and none of them are contained at all.
Last I heard when I went to bed last night was 0% containment. I mean, just utter devastation. And you'll see that trees and shrubs in some cases are still intact, and the houses are burned to the ground because of embers flying through the air and getting on the roof and burning these houses down. And it's just chilling. It's apocalyptic when you see this stuff. All right, here's the celebrity list. And some of these celebrities I don't know. So maybe Andrew and Fester, and you can chime in. Paris Hilton, who's she?
I never heard of her.
I'm kidding around. Paris Hilton. her Malibu house affected by the fires. Heidi Montag and Spencer Pratt. We know who they are.
15 years ago, right? Where have they been? Their house burned down?
Yeah, well, their house, I guess they lost their home. Heidi Montag and Spencer Pratt announced that they were one of the many who lost their home, gone, burned to the ground. A source revealed that Montag and Pratt's residence burned to the ground. That is awful.
Yeah, I'm looking at pictures of the Pratt Montag estate.
All right, Leighton Meester and Adam Brody. Who are they?
Actors? I've heard of them both, but I can't really place them.
Their lavish $6.5 million Los Angeles property burned to the ground. Done. Gone.
Wow.
Anna Faris. Yeah, we know who she is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anna Faris, another star, lost her multi-million-dollar house because of the blaze. Gone. Miles Teller. Who the hell's that?
His father invented bank tellers.
All right, we stop. Who's Miles Teller?
I have no idea.
Why don't you look it up then?
I've never heard of him. I'm looking at fire pictures.
Miles Teller and his wife, Kaylee, they lost their dream home in the Pacific Palisades. They bought it for $7.5 million. All right, so, he was in Top Gun Maverick.
Oh, Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, so he was in the latest Top Gun, but I just don't know not a household. Oh, Schitt's Creek.
Eugene Levy?
Eugene Levy.
What happened?
Is it Levy or Levy? How do you say
I think it's Levy.
Eugene Levy. No,
Levy.
it's Levy.
Levy.
Yeah, Levy. Levy.
The guy with the eyebrows.
Yeah.
What happened to his house?
Burned.
Awful.
Eugene Levy. Talk about Schitt's Creek.
Could have used a creek.
Man. And, one of the other awful things is the fire hydrants are running out of water. The L.A. Water system.
So much mismanagement.
Oh,
my God.
There's just all kinds of problems. There's the hydrants are dry.
I heard the mayor cut the budget like $17 million of the fire department last year.
There are all kinds of issues here.
Oh, my God. It's crazy.
There's a lot of answers. I mean, listen, when you get wildfires like this, I lived in L.A. for 2 or 3 Santa Ana seasons. And like December, January, February, you get the Santa Ana winds. And you get the winds coming, blowing to the west. They get through the canyons, and they can whip up. You get some strong sand. There were always wildfire fears, even when I was there in the late 80s into the early 90s when I lived in L.A. But, the Santa Anas, you always, heard about the Santa Ana winds. So actor Eugene Levy, he was forced to evacuate his L.A. estate. So he's been evacuated. I haven't seen whether his house burned.
Okay. So
but he had to evacuate.
Here's James Woods.
Hang on.
Famous actor.
Hang on. Dude, don't jump ahead.
All right, we'll get to it.
All right. Well, hang on.
Give us the list.
Anthony Hopkins. Hannibal Lecter. Some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Think about all the stuff in these houses.
Yeah. Anthony Hopkins' home was left as a pile of debris.
Yeah. It's the slab.
Oh, my God. So Anthony Hopkins' home is a slab of concrete now. My God, what a great actor. Billy Crystal. I don't know if his home looks marvelous.
No.
Billy Crystal was among the growing number of stars. He lost his home as well.
Look at this huge-ass house Billy Crystal lives in.
But can you imagine?
The only thing standing is the tennis court. Everything is gone but the tennis court.
Can you imagine all of the keepsakes and mementos and
the history,
his whole career and everything he's saved and awards? Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So his property, Billy Crystal's property, has been burned to a crisp in the Pacific Palisades. Oh my God, it's awful. And listen. And it's not just celebrities. You've just
and there's thousands of people,
tons of regular people. With homes that are just destroyed. It's not just the celebrity. What are you giving me?
You're giving me one name a minute. Give me a couple more.
All right, John Goodman.
His house gone?
Gone. John Goodman's house gone.
Love John Goodman.
Reduced to ashes. Oh man, I love John Goodman's fantastic. And of late, he's been in the Righteous Gemstones. And talk about a phenomenal series, man. The Righteous Gemstones is tremendous.
Dude, here's a picture of John Goodman's house, and you can see the smoke and fire coming from behind.
And by the way, very modest house. very nice looking, just a clean looking house, and it's gone.
Gone.
Nothing standing. Not a single room is standing in John Goodman's house. Cameron Matheson, who the hell's that?
Oh, from Matheson and Matheson.
No, I guess he's a soap star. He's
Funeral
on.
home.
I think he's. Is he General Hospital?
I don't know.
Anyway,
I can't name two soap operas.
Who else? Am I going at a fast? Fergie. Oh, Fergie, formerly of the Black Eyed Peas, right?
No, her house.
Fergie, her home. She had to evacuate, and the last we heard that her home was in extreme danger of burning to the ground. Fergie.
I got a feeling.
Ben Affleck.
What happened to his house?
He was seen driving away, evacuating from his property. So Ben Affleck was forced to evacuate.
I heard his house was okay.
Yeah, we haven't heard, but he had to evacuate. He was in a mandatory get the hell out evacuation
Well,
zone.
all of them have to evacuate.
Yeah. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson.
Evacuate or gone?
They evacuated. They've owned many homes in the Pacific Palisades. And he wrote on social, "The neighborhood I grew up in is burning to the ground. Pray for the Palisades." So that's Tom Hanks.
That's awful.
And Rita Wilson. It doesn't say their comment. I guess they had to evacuate, but I don't know if their home has been consumed. Alabama Barker and Landon Barker. Who's that?
Alabama Barker is Travis Barker's kid.
Travis Barker's two oldest children. Oh, there you go. Okay, so they had to flee. Ricky Lake. Whatever happened to Ricky Lake?
Yeah, she made all that TV show money, and she's just sitting down retired eating bonbons.
Oh, man. So Ricky Lake confirmed that her home was burned. Oh my God. Sandra Lee.
She was a Food Network star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
She was on Food Network for a long time.
Cooking show. Sandra Lee. She says the fires are drawing closer. This was yesterday. And her home was in danger of James Woods. I don't know the status of James. He had to flee.
Yeah, it's gone.
So James Woods' house is gone now?
In the pictorials I was going through, I said James Woods earlier. I was up to his house.
Yeah.
It is ashes.
Because I saw James Woods. He was on CNN yesterday. He did like a 15-minute interview on CNN. And James Woods was talking about the neighbor below him who wouldn't cut the brush, and that helped feed the fire. So he was kind of excoriating his stupid-ass neighbor for not cutting the brush, which is just fuel for a fire like this. So James Woods' house apparently. Mark Hamill. Luke freaking Skywalker. May the Force be with you.
Oh, think of all the cool things he had in his house. All the Star Wars stuff.
Oh, my God. Yeah, so he evacuated, and he says, evacuated Malibu, so last minute, there were small fires on both sides of the road as we approached. Mary Lou, Trixie, and I arrived at Chelsea's house. Most horrific fire since 93. Stay safe. So I don't know the status of Mark Hamill, of Luke Skywalker from Star Wars' house, but he had to evacuate. Mandy Moore, she had to evacuate with her children. She announced on Instagram that she's safe with her kids and dogs and cats.
Okay. Unbelievable.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's unclear whether her house is standing. She's in a $6 million mid-century property. Oh, it's been on the market since last summer. Jennifer Love Hewitt shared a photo on Instagram of her driving past fiery flames saying, "I have no words, only prayers." So she had to evacuate. We do not know the status of Jennifer Love Hewitt. So Steve Guttenberg, the police academy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's, by the way, I saw he was in Cocoon as well, which, Cocoon was shot here in St. Pete.
A lot of pieces, yeah.
Yeah. So actor Steve Guttenberg, he assisted in helping people escape and evacuate. Yeah, he lives in the area. I don't know if his house was affected, and he doesn't look, he's almost unrecognizable. You don't even recognize that it's that Steve Guttenberg, the dude that was next to Hightower. And who was the guy that made all the mouth noises? Mike Winslow.
Yeah, Michael Winslow.
Yeah.
Is it a helicopter or is it a gun? I don't know.
I'm spitting all over myself. Or is it a sprinkler? You just don't know. Who the hell's Whitney Cummings?
She is a comic. He's a comic and a TV show writer.
Yeah, she's okay. Forced to evacuate. We don't know the stuff. Maria Shriver, Arnold Schwarzenegger's ex.
Yeah, Kennedy heir.
Yeah, Maria Shriver, formerly of NBC News. She was in total shock. She evacuated. She's just talking about in her neighborhood, everything is gone.
Man, all these beautiful houses.
Yeah, Arnold's ex. Our neighborhood, our restaurants, all of our friends have lost everything. We have evacuated, but we're safe. But people have lost everything. That's Maria Shriver. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle.
No.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle reportedly at risk of having their $14 million home in Montecito, I guess, having problems.
So it hasn't burned yet?
No, I don't think. Andrew, why are you giving me a thumbs up, Andrew? Oh, you want me to take some calls? Okay, yeah, phones are. Anyway, that's the celebrity list that I have so far on celebrities affected. Oh, also potential people that are in the way. We've got Steven Spielberg, his home. Diane Keaton, Michael Keaton as well.
Diane and Michael?
Yeah, Diane Keaton and Michael Keaton.
No relation.
I don't think so. Jamie Lee. So these are additionals now. Jamie Lee Curtis is another one. And Miley Cyrus.
I mean, MJ, it's going to be a who's who of celebrities.
It really is.
And in the meantime, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of just regular folks. You know, just living paycheck to paycheck, and their house is gone.
Yeah. And, you know, forget about the celebrities for a minute. You got tons of regular people that are losing their homes.
Absolutely.
And listen, and, you know, when I say regular people, you got people that are in really nice houses, but they're not celebrities.
But you got other neighborhoods a couple blocks away that might be, you know, just regular working folks.
Yeah. All right, let me grab a couple of calls here. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Again, you got tons of regular people that are affected, but obviously, you know, the celebrity homes, and these are some high-ticket real estate areas that are getting decimated. Bill's in Dade City. Bill, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
I think you're right there. It is all the people and the celebrities. I do pray for the celebrities' homes, but I would ask, why can't you have that same emphasis on the people that hear the hurricane in Florida? Why can't you talk about how they lost their homes or name some people that are poor?
Sir, we did that for weeks and weeks and weeks, and we still bring it up occasionally, Bill.
I mean, I like it. I like the show, but it's like, look,
Bill, hold on. What the hell are you saying? I did the best freak. Hey, Bill, shut up! Shut up!
Calm down. Bill, hold on, Bill. What honestly, Bill?
It's always about your riches.
What are you talking about? I did the best hurricane coverage on the radio in this market on this show for days and days and days. We talked to tons of people. Bill, go complain. Take your bitch ass somewhere else. Goodbye.
Yeah, maybe we're not the morning show for you, Bill.
God, what crawled up his ass?
I don't know, but he knows how to press your button. Listen, MJ, Bill is
I might have over dramatized that just a little bit for entertainment value.
Bill,
I don't know about Bill though.
Yeah, respectfully, Bill, you're a craphead, and you are completely off base. I mean, hold on. Don't come at this show saying we didn't talk about the storms.
Oh, my
and continue
God.
to talk about the storms.
I did like 12 hours straight on the air.
Right.
You know, come on,
All
Bill.
right. Yeah.
We talked to tons of people, not celebrities, regular people.
Yeah. All right.
What is he talking about?
Bill is free to not listen to the show anymore. That's okay. Just go away.
Yeah.
Bill.
Yeah, shove it, Bill.
Bill.
Shove it sideways. All right, where were we?
Dumbass Bill. No, listen, MJ, listen. This is such a natural disaster for a state that's so concerned. I've always thought California is like trying to be like uber environmental. This is a lot of pollution. They never seem to want to cut the brush in that state. I mean, there was a lot of kindling fuel for this fire.
Yeah. Well,
I saw on one of the networks, 20% of the fire extinguishers were not extinguishers, fire hydrants were dry.
All right. Well, here's the deal.
They get up there, they hook the hose up. There's no water.
L.A. has had a 1/4 inch of rain, 1/4 of an inch of rain since like last spring. It has been a remarkably dry spate of weather. Can you imagine a 1/4 inch of rain since last spring? So it's extremely dry out there, and you have to go above and beyond, and you've got to just clear brush. And it's not just around people's homes, but you've got all these canyons and all these areas with just a lot of dead brush, and that's just fuel, especially when it's so brittle and dry with such a lack of rain. Hang on a minute. We have more people calling in now after Bill's call.
If it's Bill and he has a changed voice, I'm going to kick him in the nuts.
All right.
I'm telling you now.
800-990-1047 if you want to get in. 800-990-1047. Chris in Apollo Beach. Hi, Chris. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, guys. Yeah, I want to talk about Bill because I know I listen for hours of you guys, like trying to hook people up with other local folks to get help endlessly. I was tired of hearing about all these stories about the local folks, to be honest. Well, not to be honest, but you guys did endless hurricane coverage. So, Bill, FCC warning because
Bill
I'll leave it at that.
Bill can suck it.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Thank you.
When it's time to joke around, we
Right.
joke around. When it's time to be serious, especially when a storm's coming to our area, we always address that and take that very seriously.
Nobody beats the MJ Morning Show radio hurricane coverage. Nobody. We went above and beyond. I don't know what crawled up Bill's butt. Melissa in Largo. Hi, Melissa. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, good morning, guys. I just wanted to talk quickly about, the celebrity list that you were just going through.
Yeah.
And I've been through a fire, so I have the unique perspective of understanding how devastating it is to lose your personal affects. And, I know it's just material things, but these people, this is their lifelong work. This is Hollywood memorabilia.
Yeah.
This is Emmys, Grammys, Tonys, Oscars, like things. When you think about Billy Crystal and his history and some of the names that you're talking there, Mark Hamill, Star Wars memorabilia, things that will just never be able to be.
Yeah, I don't feel any less for the celebrities. I feel awful for everyone, whether you're a celebrity with a lot of money or whether you're just middle class. I feel bad for everyone across the board. Tragedy like this affects everyone. Now, granted, some of the celebrities with their monetary resources might have an easier time recovering.
But it's a devastating
still,
loss.
Absolutely.
It's a life-changing loss.
100%.
Yeah, it is life-changing.
Oh, shoot, I just said 100%. That was on the banned word
100%.
list. Yeah.
Hard stop.
Irreplaceable items. And, and then like you're saying, they have the means to be able to recover. But then there's some people, like yours, Heidi Montag, and these are people, they've had their time. Their time has come and gone. Maybe they don't really have the resources. That was the one thing that they had, they put their money towards. Or and then you think of the people that are out there, they're not celebrities. They're losing everything. They don't. It's just awful. And we shouldn't, say, they're going to be able to do Paris Hilton. Oh, well, she's got 10 other houses. It's still devastating, no matter what. It's just a devastating. And for us to be sitting back watching it, we're like, holy cow, this is apocalyptic.
Yeah, it's really awful.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely. Erica, thank you
Yeah.
for calling in. I'm sorry, Melissa
Erica,
thanks for calling in.
That's okay, honey. Love you guys. Love you guys.
Thanks, honey.
Bye, honey.
All right, Erica's next in Largo. All right, last call on this, then I got to move on. Erica in Largo.
MJ.
Hi, go ahead.
Hi, MJ and Fester. I just had one thing. I have to talk about Bill for a minute.
Yeah.
Bill can take several seats on a hard bleeping chair. How dare he talk about MJ like that? MJ is a Tampa Bay classic. How could he even fix his face to talk to you like that? I'm here for you, MJ. Bill doesn't need to listen to this show. He doesn't deserve to listen to this show.
That's right.
Thank you, Erica. Thank you for your
How about
support.
that?
I love
Have
it.
a good day.
Thank you, Erica. You too. Look at that.
If I get Bill's address, Eric and I will do burnouts in his front yard.
Oh, bad.
Son of a bitch, Bill.
I think he's called before. I don't think Bill likes me, but listens every day.
It's okay.
Or maybe he's just trying to come up with some shtick. I
Listen,
don't know.
Everybody likes you. You're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
That's what
I agree.
Yeah.
One last thing. They have to potentially move the Rams and Vikings game. Did you
it's
see
a
that?
Playoff game. It's Monday night.
Yeah, so Monday Night Football playoff game might have to be moved. And they're talking because if the fires are horrific and you don't want to tax resources in LA,
Arizona?
in LA County, they're talking about moving it to Arizona.
I feel like there's been another game.
What is that? Like out in Tempe or where's that? What
Phoenix.
Is the stadium in Tempe?
Glendale?
Maybe. Oh, it's Glendale. Yeah.
Maybe
yeah,
I don't know. I've never been to Arizona, but I feel like there's been another game that was moved because of fires. I mean, in years past, they moved it to Arizona. But wow.
All right, so tell me about your communication with my. Before I do that, right now we're sitting at 7,500 views on the imbecile with furniture stacked on the roof of his SUV on the Gandy Bridge yesterday. Folks, if you have not seen this, I took video. After I left the show yesterday, I typically take the Howard home, but I had to do something where in South Tampa it was just it was better for me to take the Gandy yesterday. So I'm on the Gandy Bridge about 10:15, 10:20 yesterday, heading home after the show. And there's this silver, like, Toyota SUV. The guy has 2 mattresses, a box spring, and a couch, topping it all off, sitting on the roof of his vehicle, driving across the Gandy Bridge over to Tampa.
Unbelievable.
You've got to see this, and it's like strapped down with a couple of straps. It's wobbling back and forth. What could possibly go wrong with a guy with 2 mattresses, box spring, and a couch perched on top of the roof of his SUV?
Now, he kind of lifted his arms up there and kind of shook it back and forth. He's like, yep, this will hold.
Oh, this is solid.
This will be fine.
Listen, I took video. I mean, I probably lingered too long behind him because I could have had couch, in my face across my windshield. But you've got to see this video. The video is on my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio. Go to Certified MJ Radio and take a look at this ass clown road hazard. Call 2 college brothers moving in storage and don't risk like life and limb. Do you know the liability if that couch snaps off the roof of your truck or the mattresses and someone gets blinded and, oh my God, holy! Do you know the liability? You got to see the video. The video of this idiot with all the crap on his roof, a couch, mattresses. I mean, this is it's like the Beverly Hillbillies. It's on my Instagram.
The Beverly Hillbillies house is just burned as well.
Take a look at my Instagram. The video's up right now. It's the first item on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. And while you're there, give me a follow. If you don't follow me on Instagram, give me a follow. And if you don't like my stuff, then unfollow me. But I'm a good follow. A lot of stuff who knows what's coming up. So, Certified MJ Radio, take a look at this video and leave a comment. I'm going to share comments tomorrow. I'm going to go through some of the comments of this guy. Certified MJ Radio, my Instagram. Give me a follow and take a look at the video with this guy with all the crap on his roof on the Gandy Bridge, and then leave a comment. Certified MJ Radio on IG. All right. So why is Julian, my son, contacting you?
Because he's a good young man. That's why. He, unlike you, stopped by. He's in Texas now. I guess he has a lady friend.
Yeah, Julian, who is at NYU, is on winter break, and he does have a girlfriend at NYU who happens to live in Texas. So Julian is spending a week in Texas visiting his girlfriend and the family.
So he sends me a text last night. It was a little late too. It was like 8:30?
Right.
So yeah, 8:12 last night. In Texas.
Hold on. What time did you get it?
I'm sorry, 5:12.
How's that late?
I thought it felt later. I took a nap. All right.
He said so. If it's 5:12 your time, it was 4:12. It was 4:12 Central Time in Texas.
All right. So anytime after the morning show is late to me. Something happens at 11:30 in the afternoon. Oh, it's so late. Oh, 11:30.
Whatever. Go ahead. So what? Right. So he sends you a text from Texas. I didn't hear from him. You're hearing from him from Texas, and I'm not.
In Texas, I had to make a pit stop, and he goes to Buc-ee's.
Oh wow!
And he got himself some
a wall of jerky.
Well, he got the brisket sandwich. Looks like he got look at that cup of banana pudding he got. Got a big Buc-ee's banana pudding. I bet you Texas has
God, what he put on 5 pounds at Buc-ee's?
He bought a Rice Krispie treat the size of your head.
Oh my God!
Brisket sandwich, Rice Krispie treat, a banana pudding, and a bag of gummy peach rings. Texas sized.
All right, so it's 7:50 in Texas right now where he is.
Good morning.
How much did you spend at Buc-ee's?
Only like $20.
Yeah, I mean, a brisket sandwich. How good was that banana pudding?
Wait a minute, you send Fester all these pictures, and you didn't send me pictures of Buc-ee's.
Because you wouldn't understand. You're not the
Yeah,
guy.
You need to go to Buc-ee's.
Did you see the wall of beef jerky?
It was insane. They had like 50 flavors, if not maybe more. I don't know. It was crazy.
Was it your first time at a Buc-ee's, Julian?
No, it's not Julia.
I said Julian.
No, you said Julia.
Whatever.
All right.
It's not the first time, all right? Sorry.
Yeah, it's the first time. That's why we wanted to go.
Yeah. Isn't it awesome?
Did you put gas in the car? Because they have like 106 gas pumps.
Yeah, we left the car at the pump and went in for like 15 or 20 minutes.
Really?
Oh, you're that jerk.
Yeah.
Oh, so you had a brisket sandwich?
Yeah, it was delicious.
Gas station brisket. And then banana pudding?
Banana pudding.
Wow.
Peach rings. And then a Rice Krispie treat.
That was as big as his head.
Yeah.
All right.
Have you consumed all of this yet, or you still have some stuff left over?
No, I still have like a whole pack of peach rings and a Rice Krispie treat.
So, hey, Julia, you're in Texas visiting your lady friend before you go back to school.
Stop calling
right?
my son Julia.
I call him Julian.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, there's an N at the end. Hey, Julia. Hey, Julian. You're there visiting your girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
Are you staying at the house?
Of course.
What's the sleeping arrangement?
All right, we stop it. Cut the crap.
No, I gotta know. What's the sleeping arrangement?
Cut the crap.
Is her dad like one of these Texas gun-toting, hey, what's this Yankee want to do with my daughter? You're going to sleep outside, boy.
Yeah, I got put out on the couch last night.
All right, here you go. All right, Julian, I got to take a break. All right, when are you coming home?
Like Saturday.
All right, see you Saturday.
All right, bye.
All right, bye. All right, Julian in Texas.
Yep.
With a trip to Buc-ee's yesterday. That's the home of Buc-ee's. All right, this brings to a close over an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. And, of course, you never know what's going to happen on this show, as you just witnessed a few minutes ago. You never know. That's why you listen to the whole damn show. And if you miss anything, remember, the whole show is podcast on all the major platforms. Just search for MJ Morning Show on Q105. And we're on all the podcast platforms. Every show is pretty much on podcast by 11 a.m., same day. So by 11 a.m., this whole show is podcast. We're on MJ TV, so you can watch our video. You can watch us live 6 to 10, or you can go back and watch any of the videos. Go to MJ Morning Show and click on MJ TV on the top of the webpage, MJ TV. All right, we have a whole hour to go virtually, and it's next. I'm loaded. I don't even have time to let you know what's coming up, but it's a lot of good crap. Next on the MJ Morning Show, stand by. 9:01 at the MJ Morning Show. A little bit of MJ in the morning. All right, Fester, we got a little less than an hour to go, a lot to get to. The egg situation's getting dire again. You know, I bought Michelle a whole bunch of eggs like back in late November, early December. So I bought like 6 containers. Okay. You know, so Michelle.
That's a lot of eggs.
Yeah, Michelle is an egg snob. Michelle likes the Vital Farms, and they're among the more pricey eggs in the case. But there was a time where, and not too long ago, they were like $6.12 a dozen. They're like $9 a dozen at Publix, but like $6.12 a dozen at Walmart.
Okay.
And then Whole Foods will have the Vital Farms, not the organics, the regular Vital Farms. Whole Foods will sometimes have those on sale and then like an extra little discount if you're a Prime member. So I've gotten those things as little as like $5.85, but they've definitely gone up. But I don't know where things stand because I bought Michelle, I think it was Walmart, maybe a little after Thanksgiving. And, you know, they had like dates into January. And, you know, even when the dates expired on eggs, man, if you have them in the fridge,
they're still good.
They're going to last for a long time. Eggs will last for months in the fridge. So I haven't purchased eggs, and I do most of the food shopping, but I haven't purchased eggs in a while because I bought like 6 dozen. Because Michelle, you know, we go through a lot of eggs in the house. So I haven't been there lately, so I don't even know if they're easy to get. But you saw that Publix is warning shoppers. I don't think, you know, to be honest, you know, the last couple of weeks, I guess I have been in Publix. Well, before Christmas, I noticed that like the egg shelves are kind of bare and scarce.
Just having problems getting supplies?
Yeah, well, now it's like the avian flu, the bird flu.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. So Publix is warning shoppers that the egg situation might be rough and it might not get better for a while.
Yeah, it's really extreme right now.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's great. Eggs stream. That's brilliant. Yeah. So Publix spokesperson is just warning consumers that eggs might be tough. Demand is high. There are shortages because of the avian bird flu, the HPAI.
I mean, it's nice to see that Publix is giving us the straight story instead of exaggerating.
We stop it. I'm going to brain you over there. Oh, stop it. All right. So as a result Items in the section of limited availability. A spokesperson told 8 on your side. Yeah, we're working to bring these products back as soon as possible. Yeah, they urge shoppers to regularly return to the store to check to see if they have eggs in stock.
Keep looking for eggs. I was at Aldi, and the eggs were as much money as I ever recall them seeing. They
Really?
were $4.35 for generic Aldi brand.
Oh, for like white crappy,
Yeah.
like these are miserable caged up birds
Delicious
cranking them out.
caged up.
No,
That's right.
Listen, there is a
No.
difference. There's a difference in eggs.
I want my chicken in a little cage.
Guess what? You crack those eggs, and they probably have the palest yolk you've ever seen.
I love a good
Probably
pale
like
yolk.
that kid Powder in that movie.
I love an albino yolked egg. But they were $4.35 a dozen,
No, but
which
seriously,
is a lot of money.
when you have a more vibrant yolk, that's the thing with the Vital Farms. The yolks are like a vibrant, like orange.
Yeah.
And that's because they're free range, they roam, they get to eat all kinds of bugs. And you know what happens when you've got these like egg mills, these chicken mills that are just cranking out all these supermarket cheap ass eggs.
Delicious.
You know, they're just getting like corn feed. And if the diet is primarily just handfuls of corn feed thrown at these chickens in cages, then you're going to get the pale yolks. The healthier, better chickens are going to crank out the more vibrant yolks. You know, like nice bright yellows or orange.
Well, you and your yolk color doesn't change the fact that it's still really expensive for even run of the mill.
Yeah. Even the cheap ass eggs. Yeah.
Hen house eggs.
Yeah. Like the salmonella eggs are even more expensive now.
Well, yeah. I mean, easy now.
Heads up.
Did I see that somebody died from bird flu?
Yeah, I think I saw that some elderly individual, I think like 65 plus or something.
Oh.
The first human or the first animal to human transmission. So we do have like one death from the bird flu.
All right, so it's not an epidemic yet.
No, I don't expect it to be.
But they'll think nothing of killing a couple of million chickens.
Oh, listen, that's what has given us an egg shortage in the last year or so, that there was another round of avian flu, and they had to destroy like millions of chickens earlier this year.
But if one chicken in the facility has it, all the chickens have to go.
You know where Michelle and I went yesterday that we hadn't gone for a while? And I got to be honest, I'm like, why did we not go for a while? And Michelle's like, well, we got really busy. We're doing this, we're doing that.
Oh, yeah, you guys went to couples therapy.
Hey, you're close.
Oh, really?
No, you're really close.
I was trying to make a joke of a place that you would never go.
No, we didn't. Well, it's not therapy, but we did a couples thing yesterday. We went to that sweat box.
I'm not right at all. I'm talking about you sitting on a couch with a therapist.
Dude, you couldn't fit in there.
The sweat box?
You could not fit in the tube.
Good, I don't
Oh,
want
I
to.
just thought about this.
Is it called the sweat box?
No, it's called sweatology. I call it the sweat box. Yeah.
That's a good name for a competitor.
Yeah, what, sweat box?
Yeah.
Yeah, sweatology. No, that's sweetology. You got to spell it right, dummy.
I did. They changed it.
No, SWEAT, sweatology.
I did.
And it's on MacDill, and they have these private rooms, and they've got one room that's a couple's room. So they've got one sweat bed on one side, one on the other. Where is it? It's on, 2102 South MacDill. And you go in there, and they have all fresh towels down, and you lie down in the bed, and you get inside this tube, and you get to choose the intensity of the heat level. And Michelle did a 7 yesterday. I just cranked it up. I went all the way to 9.
Give me a 10.
No, it goes to 9.
Oh.
9's the max.
Where's your 11 bed? I want that one.
I want the Spinal Tap sweatology.
Yeah.
So I'm at the highest setting, and we did 30 minutes. And man, it's like a detox. And it's a different kind of sweat. It's not like a running around and you're physically active sweat. It's like you're sitting there and you're sweating bullets. And it just feel good. I mean, so we hadn't done it since, I think it's been like a year. And I said to Michelle, I love it. Why did we stop? And she's like, well, no reason. We just got busy, and it just kind of fell out of the routine. I'm like, we got to do this like once a week. So I loved it. So Michelle and I, hey, you know what? The couple that sweats together frets together.
Yeah, you guys certainly fret.
We fret a lot. So just a thumbs up for sweatology. on South MacDill, where you just climb into the sweat tube and you hang out for 30 minutes. I think you can do longer sessions as well. I think you can do a 45-minute. What if you want to do a 6-hour sweat? You come out of there the size of
like a raisin,
like
just shriveled up.
Yeah.
I could use some water.
I think 45 minutes might be the most you can do. We did 30-minute sessions yesterday, and it was great. Loved it. All right, moving along here on the MJ Morning Show. This is a little sensitive. I got to figure out how to. We got to talk about Brooke Shields' hoo-ha.
I probably talk about that for a good long time.
Just as long as it's not Blue Lagoon days, okay? That would be a little creepy.
Yeah, oh, she's like 16,
Yeah,
14 in that movie?
something like that.
Something
No.
like that.
I think it was just 17. Who the hell knows? Anyway, yes.
She's a beautiful woman, and she's had a great career for herself.
Yeah, listen, she's had her ups and downs. She's had, she had a horrible situation with postpartum depression. Remember that? Brooke, I think she was, she had a lot of issues. But no, I like Brooke Shields, and I saw this yesterday. This is a Page 6 story that Brooke Shields reveals that a plastic surgeon threw in a little bonus during her labia surgery without her consent and called it such an invasion.
What?
Yeah. All right. So, listen, I told you we're going to talk about Brooke Shields' hoo-ha. Brooke Shields blasted her plastic surgeon for throwing in a little bonus during her labia surgery. The actress explained in her upcoming memoir, Brooke Shields is not allowed to get old, thoughts on aging as a woman, that her wonderful, in quotes, gynecologist initially recommended a labia reduction. She notably had experienced discomfort and chafing since high school because of her long labia.
Okay.
But then she went in for the surgery, and the plastic surgeon revealed that, hey, while I was in there, while you were out, I did a little extra.
A little extra?
Yeah, a little rejuvenation and kind of, little shrinkage. And again, I want to, delicately walk around this. And she, flipped out, total invasion of privacy. He had no permission to do this.
Don't you want to check with the patient beforehand?
Yeah. The male doctor gave her a rejuvenation, which is decreasing the diameter, usually for sexual reasons. And she's livid. She said that she's dumbfounded by the irreversible invasion, and she even called it compared it to a rape of some kind.
Well, yeah, anybody who's down there for
but
any unwelcomed reason.
So the plastic surgeon who did he had consent to do one thing, but decided that, hey, I'm going to bonus her up good. But there was no consent for it, and she's all pissed off about it and talked about it in the book that's coming out. Told you we're talking about Brooke Shields' hoo-ha.
Wow. Still a huge fan.
Yeah, listen, well, it's smaller now, apparently, but,
Listen, no issues here.
Yeah, I'm a Brooke Shields fan as well.
She's never been in any kind of trouble or anything like that. She's always been really, really wonderful.
And speaking of body parts, I don't get this. I saw another thing online about a woman with 4-foot fingernails.
I have so many questions. I would love to interview that person.
Yeah, listen, you're not going to ask her anything she hasn't heard. The number one question is how do you?
Yeah, that's the number one question.
Yeah, you got 4-foot fingernails. How the hell do you?
I would ask her, what are the top 10 questions people ask you? Because I would have all of them.
How you wipe your butt?
That's it. That's it. Let's start there.
Man.
Let's start at the payoff.
Oh, man.
Tell me what I need to know, please, ma'am, now.
All right, that's just ridiculous. Listen, if you've got 4-foot fingernails, you got a mental problem. Do you agree with that? I think it's I'm clinically diagnosing that right now.
There's something else going on.
Absolutely.
If you want to have 4-footers hanging off your fingers.
Yeah. She's got kids. I mean, how do you get along? How do you cook?
How do you cook? How do you flip an egg?
Oh,
how do you butter a piece of bread?
This is gross. She admits to using her nails as cooking utensils.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Listen, you want to flip a steak, you just hook it and flip it.
Oh, my God. Yeah, hey, Cajun Fester, you wanted to stir the gumbo?
Yeah, I had a girlfriend once with 4 fingernails. She could stir my gumbo anytime.
In the propane-fed Bayou Classic pot out back?
She'd be a good back scratcher. And an even better front scratcher, if you know what I mean. 4-foot fingernails.
Yeah, and then she put up a video online, and people were asking, what's that dark stuff under your nails?
Oh, that dirt.
No, people were saying, is that doo-doo? No. Oh, my God. That's gross.
Yuck.
I often get, how do you wipe?
Number one question. No, every day is often, okay?
Oh, my God.
What else do you want to know from her?
If you got 4 foot, if you got 7-inch fingernails, you got a problem.
I have the same question for a 7-inch person.
Oh, that's... Yeah, I mean, that would be difficult as well.
Everything.
Holy crap, that's... Something's wrong. All right, here else is something wrong.
Here else is something wrong?
Here else. Whatever. This woman says that she heard whispers coming out of her Samsung smart refrigerator.
Like human voice whispers?
Yeah. So this woman, Felicia Zaccardi, said that one of Samsung's refrigerators, which has a whole bunch of features, AI features, she said she heard whispering noises coming from her appliance late at night. My God. She says, "Ooh, this is so creepy." Hey, Andrew, did we pull audio on the talking fridge? Did you pull her? All right, hang on a minute. Are we sure the audio works now? All right. Yeah, we tried to play audio earlier. We had a gigantic problem. All right, so here's the one. This woman claims that her Samsung smart fridge was whispering things.
So this actually terrifies me. This thing, okay, the thing is off. Okay, here we go. Your microphone is now turned off. I turned this off one day. Okay, I press cancel and it keeps popping up. And one night I'm sitting on my couch and I hear whispering. Literally whispering in the kitchen. And I'm like, what the f is that noise? It's this. I come in here and I see the thing talking, it's whispering. I said, absolutely not, turn the f off. Anybody else have this problem with this thing? It's creepy.
She likes to curse.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, I'd say.
Listen, I don't want a smart fridge.
No.
I don't want a TV screen. I don't want my refrigerator to have a microphone. I don't want to talk to my fridge. I just want it to keep my stuff cold on the fridge side, 34 to 37 degrees, and I want my freezer side with my Hawaiian shave ice ice molds at like 0, or my homemade ice cream that I make. I keep the fridge at about, I think I keep it at about 4 degrees. I don't want it, because I want the ice cream not to be like hard as a rock.
Listen, keep the cold stuff cold. Keep the stuff supposed to be super cool.
But what's up with this, that she's got whispers, the fridge is whispering at, almost like somebody hacked in her or something. Yeah, she said she couldn't understand why these strange sounds were coming from her refrigerator.
Because it's a smart fridge, does it just talk at random times?
But she said that the noises happened after she turned off the fridge's microphone. Again, I don't want my refrigerator to have a microphone.
That's a good point.
I barely want me to have a microphone to do a morning show every day.
Me too. What does a smart fridge do? Refrigerator door open. And it opens? It's so weird.
Listen, you hear about like the fridges that some of these smart fridges can tell when you need to like get more cottage cheese or some more milk or whatever.
Get milk now.
Well, type into Google, what does a Samsung smart fridge do?
It's a lot of typing. What does a Samsung smart fridge do?
Hold on, what language are you speaking?
I was mumbling.
All right, okay. You got it?
I guess. A Samsung smart fridge can help manage your food and meal planning by tracking what's inside, managing food expiration dates, which I never pay attention to, recommending recipes.
Nothing like some yogurt that's best of date of last May.
Okay, that might be a little extreme, but still, generally speaking, within reason, most things you can use after the expiration. Recommending recipes. I don't need my refrigerator saying, how about chicken?
Oh, look at this. Samsung smart fridges can play music. I don't want my refrigerator to play music.
It can mirror my TV.
Oh, so what? You can transmit your TV onto your fridge door? No, thanks.
What fun is
I
that?
don't get it. I mean, all this tech, just more things to go wrong.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Triple the price of it.
Yeah, Samsung spokesperson said they're working to get in contact with the customer. And if you're having similar issues with your refrigerator whispering at you, call 1-800-SAMSUNG. Oh, man.
There's a whole page on Samsung's official website about how to understand the noises coming from your refrigerator.
Oh, that's serious. That's a serious headline on the Samsung website. I mean, understand the noises coming from your Samsung refrigerator.
They have a whole...
Hey, you fat pig, close the door.
Here, listen to this.
Yeah.
This is a YouTube video that Samsung put up.
Refrigerator noises from Samsung.
Have you ever been startled by a strange noise in the kitchen? But in the end, it was just your fridge? This is because it's common for refrigerators to make some operational sounds. Watch this video to learn about these different noises, why your fridge makes them, and which ones you should be concerned about.
Yeah, you open up the door and the Samsung fridge goes...
It comes from the fridge's compressor, and it may sound like a car engine running. This noise will occur in intervals, increasing and decreasing over time as the fridge goes through its operations.
Completely normal.
A bubbling sound is also normal. It's caused by refrigerant and gases moving through the fridge's pipes.
Right, there you go.
Just like the other sound.
It's like stuff moving through Fester's pipes.
If you don't use it often, you can turn off the ice maker to minimize the sound.
Yeah. Anyway, this is all remedial crap.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the compressor is going to make a little noise when it cools your fridge. Or the compressor comes. Anyway, that's kind of creepy that the fridge is whispering to her. I'm not getting a smart fridge. I want a dumbass fridge. I want a moron fridge.
Would you like your milk?
I want a fridge is what I want. All right, 9:21 at the MJ Morning Show. We have the final chunk. You know, every day it's kind of a juggle to see, you know, what I can squeeze into the final segment because I always have too much great stuff left over. And today will be absolutely no exception. So we'll wrap it up with a great final segment next. So whatever you do, don't move here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. It is 9:29 at the MJ Morning Show. This might be delightful for many people. The question posed in a particular story is why the age of the Kardashians may be over. Well, I'm all for that.
Why?
Yeah.
Is their house burning down?
The world is leaving them behind. Finally? Yeah, this is a whole...
They've had a good run.
Yeah, it's like a 10-page piece on the Kardashians. The billionaire influencers were dubbed America's first family. Oh, please, that's an insult to America. And broke the internet. Didn't break my internet. But now the world is starting to leave them behind. I think that's the best news I've heard all day.
You know, things are things go in and out of favor all the time. It's about time for this.
I think they were in favor for way too long.
Wait, but you know what? Credit to them for reinventing themselves and keeping it compelling to their audience.
Maybe that's a good question for some of our listeners. You know, hey, were you into the Kardashians and you bought what they were selling? In some cases, literally. But now, you done? You done with the Kardashians?
Back in the day, we watched the show. I mean, I watched the show.
I never watched that.
My wife would
I
enjoy the show.
didn't have time for that crap fest.
At the end of the day, my wife would enjoy the Keeping Up with the Kardashian show back when Bruce was Bruce, and it was interesting reality, fake stage TV, mindless TV. But that we don't watch it any longer either. I mean, it's up with season 20 now, season 18 of these, and now they all look so fake and so phony and so overdone.
You know who I'm calling?
Kim Kardashian?
No, I'm calling your wife.
Oh.
Yeah, to see if she agrees. Is she leaving the Kardashians behind?
Hello?
Hey, Allison, it's MJ and Fester.
Hey there.
Hey, folks, it's Fester's wife, Allison. Are you listening to the show right now?
I just got in the car. I heard the last 2 seconds about the Kardashians.
Yeah. All right. So Fester was saying that you guys used to be Kardashian fans. You'd watch the TV show. And I was just bringing up this article that I saw yesterday, why the age of the Kardashians may be over, that folks are starting to leave them behind. The question I have, are you leaving the Kardashians behind? Are you done with them?
I have to admit to you, when I go charge my car, I pull up Hulu and I watch the Kardashians on Hulu while I'm charging my car, and it's kind of my guilty pleasure.
Still?
Yes.
So you have not left the Kardashians behind.
No. Well, I mean, I don't watch it all the time, but like I'll catch up on it kind of. I'm probably a few seasons back, but I catch up on it while I'm charging at the superstation.
Khloe, Courtney, Kim, Chris, Kendall, Kylie.
That's it.
And Robert.
Yeah, the son's Robert
Well,
Kardashian.
only the women are in the picture I'm looking at.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to see him. He's a big
All
fat
right.
slob.
Well, I was hoping.
Not that bad.
I was hoping that you were going to offer affirmation to the story that people are leaving the Kardashians, but apparently everyone is except for Fester's wife, Allison.
Al, remember when Bruce was Bruce, we would watch it on like when it was on when it was on Network.
When Bruce had a wiener?
Yes, Bruce was on there.
But Bruce still has the.
I don't know.
Have we ever ascertained whether he's been de-wienered?
I don't know.
I don't know that for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. But back when before Bruce was what, Caitlyn?
Yeah, Caitlyn Jenner.
But we watched it occasionally, right? But we don't do that any longer. We haven't watched.
No, I mean, like, our TV watching habits are like completely off now that everything's streaming, and that's why, you know, like it's just not something.
Yeah, linear media consumption as far as television, it's totally changed.
Yeah,
a lot of folks are non-linear these days.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a guilty pleasure. I watch it sometimes, but I can't say that I'm up on like the latest greatest information with them.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you, Allison. Have a lovely day.
You talk about linear media consumption. I was thinking, I haven't watched The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon in years.
Well, I find him annoying as F.
Or the other one with
Jimmy
Colbert.
Kimmel. You know what? Colbert turned into just this politics fest, right?
But I would watch Carson or Leno all the time.
Yeah, they were different.
But I never watch these guys.
The shows. Well, listen, Kimmel is probably not Kimmel.
Colbert?
No.
Fallon?
No, what?
Fallon, Colbert.
Yeah, Fallon. Yeah, Fallon on NBC. Jimmy Fallon is probably the least political of all the shows. Kimmel has gotten political. The most political is Stephen Colbert over on CBS. And you know what? I used to watch these late night shows and bounce back and forth. I haven't watched them in years. It doesn't interest me anymore. And like Fallon, for instance, I just find him to be so disingenuous. I find Jimmy Fallon to be just phony plastic, trying too hard, trying to be too cutesy wootsy. So I'm not a huge Fallon fan. I really don't watch the genre much anymore.
Yeah, anything that's on network TV, like 8:00 on a Wednesday, I don't watch any of those shows.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I can't tell you the last regular show that I've watched on ABC, CBS, NBC, or Fox. There's like nothing we watch.
I'll catch up on a couple of things streaming, but that's about it.
The Kardashian thing. So we just heard from Fester's wife, just out of curiosity, a couple of phone calls. Do you agree with this story? Why the age of the Kardashians may be over? The world is starting to leave them behind. Now,
why are they saying that? Why are they leaving them behind?
Well, just because we're done with their shtick.
Yeah.
We're done with their act and their over the top. It's just a 9-page story, and I just pretty much summarized it in 2 sentences. But I'd like to go to phones for a second here. Are you over the Kardashians? Are you done with them? Are you part of the world leaving the Kardashians behind? 800-990-1047. Just give me a couple of calls, Andrew. I got the hiccups. Okay. Hey, Andrew, just give me a couple of calls. I'm not going to take calls for the rest of the show or for 5 minutes. Just a couple of calls. Are you done with the Kardashians? Or is it still, as Fester's wife said, one of your guilty pleasures, and you're not ready to leave this stilted, manufactured, forced clan behind?
That's it.
All right, 800-990-1047. Yes or no? Are you leaving the Kardashians behind? Are you done with it? Yes or no? 800-990-1047. I pretty much, if you want to read the story, it's from the Telegraph. It's from the UK Telegraph, and the headline is Why the Age of the Kardashians May Be Over. If you want to search this thing down and read all 9 pages, have at it. But I just pretty much, summed it up. Yeah. I'm going to read one little sentence here, or one little paragraph, which brings us to the crux of why we may have reached peak Kardashian. And why, like an overripe Stilton, this once fragrant family is beginning to pong.
Yeah.
The Kardashians basically invented influencer culture. See, I was stuff off. Some companies were paying Kim Kardashian $1 million for an Instagram post.
Per post.
For a freaking post. Tell you what, someone give me $1 million for my furniture and couch and mattresses jammed up on top of the video or on top of the vehicle video that I shot yesterday, which is on my Instagram right now at Certified MJ Radio.
I'll give you $5 to stop talking about it.
I bet you would. Dude, I'm closing in on 10,000 views.
Oh, we're all really excited for you.
I posted this thing at 5:58 this morning. I've got 9,136 views.
Attaboy.
Yeah, if you haven't seen this, before I go to phones,
Yeah.
I'm going home yesterday on the Gandy Bridge, and some guy has 2 mattresses, a box spring, and a couch balanced on the roof of his SUV driving across the Gandy. Things wobbling all over. Like, what's wrong with this guy?
What was this guy thinking?
All right, you got to see the video. It's on my Instagram. Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. Ann in Wesley Chapel. Ann, hi. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Good morning, MJ. How are you today?
I am well. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day. Are you done with the Kardashians?
You know, my husband and I were done with the Kardashians the moment they started.
Oh, come on.
We never watched the show, never will watch the show. And his favorite saying is, stop making stupid people famous.
Oh, I love it. Stop making stupid people famous. A bunch of rich, stupid people. But
that's right.
Ann, thank you. Let's go from Ann to Fran. Fran in Tampa. Hi, Fran.
Good morning. How are you?
We're well.
Good.
All right, so what part of Long Island are you from, Fran?
Well, I'm from Brooklyn, actually.
Oh, it's Brooklyn. Oh, I'm sorry. Bensonhurst or where? Sheepshead? Where are you from?
Canarsie.
Oh, from Canarsie.
That's right.
All right, go ahead, Fran.
Where the original Goodfellas came from.
Yes.
Anyway, they are past due. Their time has expired. They need to go to the dump, and they need to take Diddy with them because they're just as trash as Diddy.
Yeah. So you're saying the Kardashians have expired like a bad old tub of ricotta?
I'd say gefilte fish. But
Oh,
yes,
okay.
Exactly.
All right, and listen, I had to take a stab at it. Jewish or Italian? I didn't know.
No, I am Italian.
Oh,
but
you are?
I'm not going to put them in the same sentence with a nice regatta. So no.
All right.
So you're actually insulting the gefilte fish. Okay.
Thank you.
That's all right.
Fran.
It's actually a really mean joke now that you say
Fran, I love the call. Thank you, Fran.
Thank you. You have a great day.
You too. Was she going to say keep up the good work?
I don't know.
Hey, Fran, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Were you going to say keep up the good work?
Yes, that and keep exposing them.
Oh,
More
yeah.
people need to do that. Thank you.
God, thank you.
Exposing them.
Thank you.
Fran.
Yeah, look at that. Christy in St. Pete. Christy, hi, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hello.
Hello, Christy. Kardashians, are you done with them?
Never have enjoyed them, never will enjoy them. They need to go. If people would stop giving stupid people publicity, our world would be a better place.
I can't disagree with that. All right, finally, Allison. All right, we started this with Fester's Allison. We're going to close this, I'm guessing, with somebody other than Fester's Allison.
Maybe.
Hello, Allison, Tampa, MJ Morning Show. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you. Welcome. Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Yeah, so I never got started with the Kardashians. I'm actually a millennial from Southern California. I grew up in that lifestyle, and I never cared for it at all. Hey, if that's their life and they want to do that, more power to you. I get it. But the culture of our world is shifting. What we've seen with the legacy media, and nobody cares about that anymore. We want real, raw stories, and personal branding is going to be the next big thing in 2025.
Gotcha. What do you do for a living?
Right now, I'm actually out of work, but I do consulting. I am a CPG fangirl, starting a podcast talking about, health and wellness. And,
Oh, wow.
I'm an entrepreneur here in Tampa.
And where in Southern California are you from?
I was born and raised in Fullerton. So I've got a lot of friends and family out there. We're in Orange County, but just watching the devastation on the news and where I grew up, it's just heartbreaking.
Yeah, Altadena is a little closer to Orange County. They've got a massive fire there.
Oh, yeah. I've got people I know, friends, family, colleagues throughout all these different areas that have been evacuated. Homes have been burned to the ground.
Yeah.
it's just, as you all have seen and talked about, it's just, it's hard to watch. It's really hard to process.
Yeah, it's very, very sad. And it's more than just the celebrities. And I feel bad for the celebrities just because they're successful. They have a lot of money.
Sure.
I still feel awful for them losing their homes and losing everything. And I feel wherever you are on the socioeconomic scale, and if you've lost your home or you have devastation, I don't care what your income is. I feel bad for celebrity and regular Joe as well.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's devastating. Nobody deserves to have their home destroyed. It's your safe space, that's your haven that you come to every day to, rejuvenate, relax, escape from the craziness of the world. And to lose that is just mentally devastating. So we just want to pray for those people, send them energy, and hopefully that this all will come around and they can rebuild. But right now it's about saving lives, getting the fires contained, and then they can come up with a plan of action to help these people rehabilitate themselves.
Thank you, Allison. Well said. And don't be a stranger. Call us again. Great call.
Absolutely. Have a great day.
Thank you. All right, 9:44 at the MJ Morning Show. I got a lot of stuff. I don't have time to start anything. I've got a lot of stuff for tomorrow, including a warning about the doctor's office.
Which kind of doctor? Any doctor?
Yeah, well,
is there a specific doctor?
Let me just tease. There's a warning that if your doctor starts asking you certain questions, don't answer. And there's a reason why. Yeah, so I don't have time to get, because I want to take phone calls on this, so I don't have time to get into that. I'm looking at a pile that, well, I can't get to it every day. That's why I'm advocating that we take the show to noon. Thoughts on that, Fester?
Fantastic.
Would that eat into your RV sales by any chance?
You know what? I need a more comfortable chair if we're going to do that, but I have no problem.
We got to roll. Listen, it's about time anyway. It's 9:45 at the MJ Morning Show. Have a fantastic day. If you did not see this maniac, this total clod with mattresses, box spring, couch on the roof of his SUV driving across the Gandy Bridge yesterday while I'm going home, and the thing's wobbling all over. I'm waiting for the cords to snap and the furniture to be flying all over the Gandy. You got to see this. I mean, literally on the roof of an SUV. Guy's got all this crap piled up. I'm like, what the bleep is this? The video's on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. My DMs are always open. Leave a comment on the video. I'll share the comments tomorrow. My email is mj@mjmorningshow.com. That's mj@mjmorningshow.com. That's my private personal email. See you tomorrow. Have a great Thursday, and let's be careful out there.
Hear the latest MJ Morning Show podcast on the Q105 app, powered by Anna.